Where is Eazy-E? Ah, there he is. Look at him. And let me say that you are one bad, and this is okay to say because he's a niggas with attitude. One bad niggas, right? All right. There you are. There he is. Eazy-E. What? Take a seat. Well, at least you're not in trouble with the law.
Nah.
Eazy-E.
Or are you running? Are you on the run?
Did you see Flavor Flav, the rap star, the great rap star? Flavor Flav was arrested last night.
Is that right?
Yeah. Now he was arrested for what, Robin?
He brandished a gun at a neighbor, apparently, in a dispute over a woman. Is all we can sort of ascertain at this moment.
All right. And then yesterday, it was who was in trouble?
Tupac.
Tupac Shakur for doing what?
For shooting 2 police officers.
Now, what are you going to do to top these guys, Eazy-E? Nothing.
Stay out of jail.
You're going to stay out of jail. Were you ever in jail? Were you ever in jail?
I don't know.
Yeah, come on. You know if you've been to jail.
You would know if you've been to jail.
It's not something you forget.
Well, you know, a lot of the rap stars haven't been to jail. In a way, it looks bad that they haven't.
You know, that was the plot of a movie, CB4.
Yes.
These guys decided, you know, we're not getting anywhere being straight up guys, so
Right.
let's pretend to be gangsters and say we got records.
Someone like Dre, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Dr.
Is he
Dre.
pretending to have a record?
Pretending to be a gangster. I mean, he was from a group called a World Class Wrecking Crew back in the days, and he used to wear lipstick, lace, eyeliner, biker shorts.
Oh,
and
really?
sequence dresses.
Let me ask you something. Now, let me understand the rap world a little bit, okay? By the way, let me just say salam alaikum.
Whatever that is.
That's, what do you don't know
He's
salam
not
alaikum?
Muslim.
I
Boy,
don't know all that stuff.
you're not into that?
No.
Oh. He doesn't know anything.
I don't think you're hitting the right note
I'm blacker than Eazy.
with this brother.
Yeah, this brother doesn't understand anything. You say salam alaikum, you're supposed to say alaikum salam, my brother.
Whatever.
That's right. Anyway, let me
Peace.
Let me speak some African to you. Ungawa kriga bundula chita. Do you know what that means? Boy, I'm more black than you are, Eazy.
my ass.
That's right. That's what it means. Kiss my ass. Kiss my big black ass. That's what it means.
You're supposed to say peace.
Do you ever say peace?
Nah, that ain't me.
You don't do that
That's
either?
like some East Coast stuff. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, I don't do that myself.
Big rift between the East and the West Coast.
Yeah.
We don't care too much about peace.
Eazy, you have, let me give a little history because people will find this fascinating. Let me give the history.
Okay, go
Robin.
ahead.
There was a group called Niggas with Attitude.
You like saying that name.
I love that name. Niggas with Attitude. That's a great name. N-I-G-G-A-Z, am I correct?
Right.
All right. Eazy-E was in it with some dude named Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Not the big fat Dr. Dre on MTV. That guy's a clown, a buffoon.
Well, you can see Dr. Dre's videos all over the place.
Right. Dr. Dre is this guy who was in Niggas with Attitude. So how did you meet Dr. Dre? And how did you meet Niggas with Attitude? In the ghetto?
I formed Niggas with Attitudes.
Could he get on the mic?
He is on the mic. That's the sick part of it.
Oh.
He's got a very soft
Can you
voice.
hear? Can you?
There he is. You know, a lot of these...
Dr. Dre, I took Dr. Dre from a group called a World Class Wrecking Crew, which he was a good producer at the time.
Right.
Which they used to do love songs, like ballads and techno music.
Did they have any hits?
They had a song called Fly, Cabbage Patch, He's Bionic, Surgery, and had one called Turn Out the Lights.
So in other words, you picked him to be in Niggas with Attitude.
No, I picked him as a producer.
A producer? He wasn't even in Niggers with Attitude.
And then we put him in the group, you know.
So who was the number one nigger in Nigger was with Attitude? Were you the number one nigger?
Head nigger in charge?
Yeah, head nigger in charge.
Okay, it was me, Ice Cube, MC Ren, DJ Yella, and it was Dre.
And Dre. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you understand, Robin, now there was a group and that Dr. Dre was the producer?
Uh-huh, I got it.
And that Eazy-E chose him?
Yes.
For Niggas with Attitude?
I gotcha.
And he never was originally from the streets, so he never was into the gang thing or whatever. He was
no
pop locker and stuff like that.
He was no gangster.
Never.
All right. Were you a gangster?
I guess I was.
You were?
Yeah.
See, that's good.
Is that good?
That gives you credibility.
You ever kill anybody?
How many people you killed?
It's about 7.
7 people.
stop
Good. All
it.
right. You see, that makes him
Why
good.
aren't you in jail?
he's on furlough. No,
should
seriously.
arrest him
But you
right now.
were in a gang, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you got to be in a gang. If
Well,
you,
wait a minute. Let me ask another question. Were they all to get into the gang? Did you have to do one of those things where you go knock off an old woman with a shopping bag or something?
Guys.
You used to knock out guys?
Yeah.
You never mess with the old ladies and their groceries.
I wonder if I could kick Eazy-E's ass.
Well,
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? Maybe I could beat your ass.
I don't think you could beat mine.
Really?
Are you packing?
You know karate?
I know crazy.
Do you? Yeah, crazy.
You got a
Crazy like a retard. You packing heat and stuff?
Of course.
Oh, you are? Let me see.
Nah,
No, you're not going to do that. Don't even mess with me. Don't mess with
I
me.
don't want to shoot you in the studio. Right?
Thank you, dude.
I catch you on the streets.
Yeah, get me on the street. So, all right. So in other words, you're a bad mother, right?
So all you killed was gang guys.
Right.
Huh?
You only killed gang people?
Yeah, the gangs would kill each other.
Is that what you're saying?
Gangs kill each other.
Gangs kill each other is acceptable.
You might kill somebody like carjacking or something like that.
Oh, you did all that too?
You did some carjackings?
That's before it got like real popular.
Right. Well, you had to support yourself.
Right.
So, in other
And not
words,
only that, once it becomes commercial, it's beat, you don't want to do it.
yeah, I mean, you got to be crazy. These other guys get in trouble after they get famous because now you're making decent money, right?
Yeah, they're trying to make a name for themselves.
Right. Okay. So, in other words, you're a bad dude, but everyone else is pretending to be bad.
Fantasy, yeah.
Right. I don't know about you, Robin, but I'm shaking like a leaf in here.
I don't know what we're doing here.
I don't know. I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
It's getting dangerous to even be an interviewer.
I know. You don't know who's got a bug up their ass. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, suppose he comes in here and he's in a bad mood.
Yeah. You're not in a bad mood, are you, my brother?
No, not
All right, okay, take it easy. Yeah, take it easy, man. You're a good-looking brother. You got a nice career ahead of you. Mellow out, okay? I don't know what you're so angry about. What are you so angry about, anyway?
Cool. You mean Father this Dre thing?
And you seem, no, just in general.
Why were you in a gang?
And you seem like real educated and stuff.
Yeah, I hear he's an incredible businessman.
Don't believe it. Are you really?
He's rich.
Are you an incredible businessman?
That's what everybody's saying.
Well, why are they saying that?
I don't know.
What are you, in the stock market or something? What are you doing with all your money?
Blow it.
Are you really?
And make some more, huh?
Nah.
How many women you ever get pregnant?
No, there you go again.
How many? Come on, be honest.
Let me see.
What's the toll now?
How many kids you got? Pencil and paper. Get him the abacus.
All right.
No, seriously. You got a couple of kids, right?
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah, see?
No wife, though.
No. What's the matter with you? You're talking about the rap community.
How do they do that?
It's a whole
How do they
thing.
do what?
Well, don't you care about how your kids grow up? Don't you want them to have a father, good family life, so they can grow up strong and healthy?
Hell no.
Oh.
Okay, now, but what about the little girl?
What
Right.
about her?
Yeah, she should take precaution, right?
The girl's retarded.
Oh.
Well, why are you sleeping with retarded girls, Easy? Come on.
Because it's easy to get them. That's why you call them Easy E. All right,
She
look.
wasn't retarded at first.
All right. So anyway, let me get back down to this. So let's get back to the group. So you're in the group, Niggas with Attitude, and you guys are going along, and then all of a sudden, everyone breaks up.
Everybody got egos.
Everyone got big egos.
Well, according to Dr. Dre, now, I'll just give you his side of the argument.
Okay.
How do you know his argument?
I read.
Really?
What was his side of the argument?
Eazy-E owes me money.
If Eazy-E owed him money, why didn't he sue Eazy-E?
I don't know all that. I'm just telling you what he said.
I was in on Dre's deal on his new album. I was in on his deal. So everything that Dre does for the next 6 years, I make money off of it. As far as he being an artist and a producer.
Oh, so anytime
if I owed him money, why am I making money off of it?
No wonder you're a good businessman. So in other words, even
his talking, he had to find somebody to talk about that people would listen to.
So you're saying that he's bad-mouthing you, but meanwhile, you even make a piece of his new album.
Of course.
Oh.
For the next 6 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you are a good businessman.
Yeah.
God. How'd you manage that? Now, why would he sign something like that?
He had to. He was signed exclusive as an artist and a producer to me.
I see. Okay, so now let me get this straight.
Hey, you had your own record company, right?
Yeah, I still do. Ruthless Records.
Ruthless Records?
That's what I'm telling you, Howard. You don't realize.
Maybe you are a good businessman. The hell do I know?
Everybody tell you that, I guess.
You're a badass.
How'd you know all this stuff? How'd you know to start your own record?
Because he studied.
How do you start your own record?
Because he studied law between murders and knocking up women. All right.
Where'd you get the money to start a record company?
I got this money tree in my backyard.
Right.
Robin, is it just me, or do you feel the entire world crumbling beneath yourself?
I just see that this is Rome and this is the end.
I feel the world just collapsing. But here it is on the Billboard charts, the number 5 album entering the charts, Eazy-E.
Is that the rap?
That's the
Ruthless
pop charts. It's
yes.
number 1 on the R&B charts.
Is it right?
It's number 1 on the R&B and number 5 on the pop charts.
Wow. Now you know all white kids are buying your records.
And the name of the record, now how come it says Dr. Dre on this?
Oh, the name of the record is called Dr. Dre Killer.
Really? And the whole record is about your hatred for Dr. Dre?
No, not the whole record. This is about 2 songs on there.
It's about how you don't like Dr. Dre?
That's how he's portrayed to be a gangster, and he never was from the streets of Compton, and he never was into nothing. All the stuff that he's saying is like a fantasy, you know.
Oh, I see.
So
I'm talking about studio gangsters.
So in other words, if somebody wants to be accepted by a lot of the black kids, you got to say you're from Compton. And you're claiming this...
tried to say they're from Compton.
Right, and you're saying, hey, this guy wasn't from Compton.
Basically.
I see.
He's a studio gangster.
I got to tell you
in other
one
words,
funny story about
I am more... But excuse me for one second. I am more of a gangster than him because I grew up in Roosevelt.
Right.
Please.
I'm a gangster.
A gangster has to belong to a gang and
I was
do
in a
illegal
gang.
things.
I had a gang.
Oh, please.
I was in the 5%ers. It was a Muslim
he
group.
never ran with no gangs. He don't even know any. Basically, he didn't know nobody from the streets.
Is that right?
So
you write about this because you're upset with him because he's saying bad things about you.
no, he talked a little trash about me, so I'm just letting him have it. I'm telling the real.
I see.
See, he talking about
Fantasy
stuff, and I'm talking about him because I know him personally, and everybody around me know him. Just he can fool everybody on the East Coast and the Midwest.
Right, but he can't
People
fool
who don't
you.
know him.
And anyone who listens to your record now will be in on the real thing. It's
All I
just
do is go back and buy his old stuff and see him wearing his lipstick and mascara. He had an album called Wrapped in Romance and stuff like
well, where can I get that?
that. You got to find it from the old record
In the
store.
cutout
You see
bin or
him with
something.
the lipstick on.
Is this a show business feud, would you say?
No,
If you saw him, would you kick his ass? Would you guys start fighting?
Yeah, I just want to slap him.
You do?
Yeah.
I see.
Let me just tell you one funny story about Dr. Dre. You know, he had one house, apparently, that he used just to throw parties.
Yeah.
And it burned down.
He's still right around the corner from me.
He
Well,
is? And you don't see him?
Yeah, I see him every time he duck his head down.
Oh, he ducks his head when he sees you. Because
Yeah, he can't
can you
fight.
beat his ass? If you were in a fight, would you win?
Yeah, I kick his ass.
You would kick his ass.
He's big, though.
It don't
Easy.
mean nothing.
He looks bigger than you. Do you know karate or
I
something?
told you I know crazy.
Really?
Well, anyway, his house burned down because they left the barbecue plate thing
No,
on.
that was an insurance job.
An insurance job.
Yeah,
Well, you don't know that. You can only guess.
I know. I mean, you gonna be up there still partying while your house is set on fire?
Really?
And you don't know your house is on fire?
Oh, you got a point there. Maybe. Who
I
knows?
went
What do I
around
know?
there to his house when it was on fire, talking to him. He eating ribs.
Really? Well, obviously, even in the rap world, Robin,
Yes.
there are tremendous problems.
I see.
When I come back, I will sit with this brother, a man I am proud to call
Ask
brother.
if he is in the peace movement now. You know, they have these big conventions of all the gang members.
No, that's nonsense. There's no peace. If you're in a gang, you have to kick ass. Would you kickbox Dr. Dre on my New Year's Eve special if he agrees to it?
yeah.
You would? You would have an actual fight with him?
Hell yeah.
But
Whoa.
he's not going to come near you, is he?
Will he come near you, or is he a
Come on.
pussy?
I think he a pussy.
Really?
I know he a pussy.
So you're saying that you would accept that challenge New Year's
yeah,
Eve?
yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Hell yeah.
All right, well, I'll try and arrange that. I will
yeah,
contact
pick it up.
the Dr. Dre
He
forces.
set it up.
All right, I will set it up.
I kick his ass all over this.
Would you kickbox Malika Kinnison if we can't get Dr. Dre?
Dr. Dre?
Who's that?
You'll just show up. I'll show you what it is.
You fight
I want
whoever
Dre.
we bring.
Now, you want Dre. You want to take him out on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
All right, very
Well, that
good.
would be an interesting match.
Well, let's see if he is a pussy or not. I will
He is a pussy.
I will make the contact, and if he is a pussy, I will inform everyone.
Okay.
All right, very good. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, I will. Eazy is a fascinating man, and what?
Now, in this kickboxing, no weapons.
That's cool.
Yeah, no weapon. You can't pull out an Uzi. Anyway, just
whoop his ass
oh,
with these.
with those two hands.
Yeah.
All right, I'll whoop his ass. How old is Eazy? I forget.
24?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I'll beat his ass with these. Who's your girlfriend now? You ever
Dre.
go out with
Dre.
white girls?
Dre is your
Dre's your girlfriend? Is that your
That's my
Mark and Brian are my
You got two.
they're my two dogs.
Oh, I thought you killed him.
Well, we did, but they're trying to make a comeback. I got to make sure that doesn't
They're
happen.
rising from
They're
there.
rising from the like vampires. Using all my old routines. All right, why don't we take a break? When we come back, I'd like to find out who's in your entourage today. Who's that woman with you? Is she your girlfriend? There's a woman out there with you.
She from Relativity.
Oh, she's from the record company.
Yeah.
And who's the big bodyguard?
The little guy?
That's no little guy.
That's my little brother.
Who's that big brother
My
out
little
there?
brother, Big Ron.
Big Ron?
Yeah.
Eazy is here. He's very excited. His
Yeah.
record is number 5. Do you know how many you sold?
Nah, not really.
You don't even know yet.
They keep selling every day.
What's the stuff on your hat mean? You're wearing some kind of black symbolism on that hat. What is that, a black hat?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What does it mean?
Some hieroglyphics.
No, what does that mean? Egyptian?
I don't know.
You don't even
don't
know what
even
your
know
hat
what it
means?
says.
Say Raiders.
Oh, the Los Angeles
can't
Raiders?
read, man?
No, I don't know what that says. All right, why don't we take a break? And when we come back, I'd like to know about his entourage, Eazy-E.
All right.
And then I'd like to listen to this record where he makes fun of this guy, Dr. Dre. I will analyze it
All right.
right after these words. All right, we're here with our friend Eazy-E. He's very excited because his album is on the, the Billboard 200? Mm-hmm. His debuted on the pop charts at number 5 and number 1 on the R&B chart.
And you call him friend.
Well, if he's doing that kind of business, of course he's a friend. As soon as he slows down, we'll drop him. So that's show business.
What's the title of it?
The title of your new album is Dr. Dre.
Killer.
Dr. Dre Killer.
Yeah. Killing off all studio gangsters.
Well, that's the thing. What Eazy is
Wannabes,
saying is, listen,
perpetrators.
if you're the real deal, you say so, but you cannot pretend he claims that Dr. Dre is one of these studio
He's
gangsters.
a pretend gangster.
Yeah, he can't even get a pass.
I don't know. I watch him on MTV, and I get scared by him.
He looks pretty scary to you, huh?
I would think he was a real gangster.
I think it's that Snoop Doggy Dog who's scary.
Snoop Doggy Dog scares me. Do you know him?
Both are scary themselves.
Do you know Snoop Doggy Dog?
Yeah, I know him.
Is he
a gangster?
Yeah, I ran up on him one day, and his tail went up under his ass.
Is he a gangster?
No, man.
He's nothing.
They pranksters.
Pranksters.
They could pretend
gangsters.
Yeah, pranksters.
Wow. Wow. Aren't you afraid there could be some repercussions of you talking this way?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Because you feel that you can handle yourself.
Yeah, I can.
Exactly.
I kick both of their asses.
You can kick both their asses simultaneously.
So you want to meet both of them on New Year's Eve?
Would you kickbox Snoop Doggy Dog and Dr. Dre?
Oh, hell yeah.
You would? Yes. So you're accepting that challenge right now?
Of course.
You will get in kickboxing gear and kick their ass?
Kick their ass.
Right. Kick their ass.
Kick their ass.
But why in a way do you want to ruin his career? Because you're going to get money off of his career.
I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, but you're exposing him as a studio gangster. That's bad.
The real.
I see. Interesting.
But I don't see why you would be so proud of being a gangster.
Because in the black community, that's a big thing to be a gangster.
Yes.
What am I, green?
Be proud of what
Robin, I don't know where you're from. You got to be proud of all of your accomplishments. That's considered a rep. You understand?
Have you sold drugs?
Of course. Of course he has.
What are you talking about?
So he can't admit it. But listen, this is what's going on.
I figure that's where the money for the record company came from.
Of course.
I told you it was on my tree in the backyard.
Hey, sister, what you think Joe Kennedy, man? He made his money bootlegging, and then he came legitimate. So she don't know anything.
She don't know what's up.
Robin, you never even loaded a water pistol.
It's true.
You don't know anything.
I don't know how.
You don't know. You don't understand the street. You don't understand coming up in the street.
Yeah, but I mean, this is pretty silly to be arguing about who's a real gangster. Like, that's a good thing.
Well, it's not.
Well, that's what it is. This is the reality. Either you accept it or you don't.
I don't.
But don't
That's
say
why I want Giuliani for mayor.
Well, I agree with you. If you're not a gangster, you shouldn't be bragging about it. But I don't see how you could be bragging about it either.
Love songs.
He just tells the truth about where he came from.
Well, I think
Streets of Compton.
The streets of Compton.
I think a little remorse is in order.
Well, forget it. I'm not going to see that here today. Hey, Easy, let me see your entourage. Where's your big bodyguard? Let me meet him.
Why do you need a bodyguard? You're a gangster.
Yeah, what do
You're
you need?
G-man.
No, but he has a
Keep me from
posse.
shooting people.
That's his posse.
Oh, he's there to guard us against you.
I bring in everybody. Let me say hello to everyone. Let me see who your posse is. Is this a posse? Is this what we're going to now meet? A posse?
Let me see.
Exactly.
I'm bringing Gary and Ron.
Gary and Ron, the posse?
Yeah.
Where's that woman that's with you? I want to take a look at who travels with you.
She's from Relativity.
Oh, she is?
And
That's your record company.
She's just working.
She's just working?
I would like to meet a white woman who hangs around with these people all day.
I don't know if she's white.
Yeah, she is. I saw her.
All right. Oh, she must go nuts.
There's two women out there.
Oh, there are?
Yeah, I don't know. There's the one from the record company. Who's the other
record
one?
company.
Both of them?
He doesn't want them in here.
Now, let me ask you something there, Ease. You don't beat women, do you?
Sure he does.
If you have to.
If you have to beat your woman,
Yeah, but
you
what
have
about
to.
the woman who was interviewing Dre on that stupid Fox show?
Oh, he beat her.
He did?
Yeah.
And it was like
What are you
friends
talking
for like
about?
7 years.
There was this, I forget what her name
D.
was.
Barnes.
Yeah, D. Barnes. She was interviewing him or something, and I don't know what she said.
They they were at a record store, and supposedly they shut the doors, like got the doors locked in the record store, and they smacked her around.
Really?
For what reason, I don't know.
A club in L.A.
Well, there's not a lot of nonsense. I tell you something. For a guy who you claim isn't a gangster, he sounds pretty tough.
He had to beat up a girl.
Right.
Okay.
All right, there. I
That's all you
understand.
do is slap up on and stuff like that.
Right. You never slap up on. You only slap up on dudes.
Well, he said if they need
Sometimes
it.
Did you ever beat up your woman? Seriously. Did you ever have to smack a woman around because she got out of line?
What do you smack a woman
ass.
for?
You kicked a woman's ass? Yeah. What did she do that was wrong? Robin doesn't understand.
What?
She burnt the toast?
What did she do, Ease?
Scandalous things.
Scandalous.
Slept with somebody else?
Oh, she do that anyway, so.
Oh, you don't beat him for that. But what did she do?
You said it, everything.
Oh.
See?
Everything you possibly can imagine.
She was bad. Where's the gang? Where's the posse? Bring the posse in real quick. I want to meet your posse. Robin, I don't have a posse.
You got us.
I just got Ralph the hairdresser.
You got all of us.
I know.
We're a pretty sad posse, but we're what you got.
So what's the next movie? Are you going to do some movies or
Yeah, I
something?
got a movie.
You got a movie? What is that? What is the name of that?
This was a street movie.
A
Called
street
Smiling
movie?
Faces.
Smiling Faces, and when will that be out?
I don't know. I'm waiting to finish up these albums, and then I'm thinking about going into production.
All right, let me see who's the white guy.
Only 2 members of the posse will come in. This is Gary is the manager.
Hey, Gary, you got a white manager?
That's Gary Ballin. I mean,
Since when do you have a white
he's
manager?
been waiting for you to sign this book all day.
I know. Hey, Easy-E, when did you get a white manager?
I've been had a white man, a Jewish manager.
Really?
Since the beginning.
Well, you told me blacks and
Dre's
Jews don't get
managers
along.
before.
So it's a myth that the blacks and the Jews don't get along. They do, don't they?
But I'm not the manager. It's Jerry Heller is the manager. I work for Easy and Jerry.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I've been with him since around 1988.
But no one else believed in him.
Exactly.
You were with him. You were
Now,
with
what
Easy.
did you see that other people didn't see?
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't me. It was Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry Heller.
Did Jerry tell you what he saw?
Well, yeah, he told me I was managing a heavy metal band at the time in 1988. This is before their first album, and
so you guys load the guns?
Jerry would bring over these tapes of early N.W.A. and early Eazy-E before they were out. He'd play them to me, and I'd say, "Man, are you crazy?
Right.
No one's going to listen to this.
Right.
No one's going to play it on the radio." He said, "Gary, you watch. This is going to be the next biggest thing ever."
Wow.
And I saw the whole thing happen.
Jerry, a visionary, huh?
Yeah.
And he's still with
Jerry the Jew. Figured it all out. That's
There you
amazing.
go.
How do you like that?
Between him and Easy, it's a brilliant.
It's a collaboration in a sense.
Definitely.
So now, Easy, you have a lot of different artists you produce.
Right.
Is that it?
Right.
Okay.
See, and Easy-E hooked up with the Jewish guy. The Jewish guy got everyone under
So
contract.
he's handling the money.
No, I got everybody in.
All right, take it easy. Just calm
Easy
down.
is the boss.
Is he?
Easy is the boss.
Easy
He works
tells
for
everyone what
me.
he works for
Everyone
you.
works for Easy. And we love working for Easy.
And
I bet you do.
So Easy has Jewish guys working for him.
I got black guys working
All
for
right,
me.
take it easy.
But you let the Jewish guys handle the money.
Right. Are you nuts? And who's this beautiful woman over here?
That's
Make sure I get the money.
That's Sarah, the cute white chick from the record company.
All right, Sarah. Now, Sarah, you travel around with the brothers all day?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. They hit on you at all?
Not yet.
Believe me, I'd have to. You're not into having some white women?
Huh?
You don't have some white women at all?
Do I?
Yeah.
Have I ever?
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, you
He
have?
told you had a kid by a Jewish girl.
Oh, you did?
Uh-oh. There you go. She remembered that.
No kidding. Sarah,
That
have
wasn't Jerry's daughter, was it?
you had any children yet with Eazy-E?
No.
You have not? So in other words, you, but not anymore. Now you're only seeing with black women. It would be bad for your rep if you were seeing with
You only put black women in your video.
Right.
I put everybody in the video.
No, you only put black women in the video.
Nah, I put everybody.
Really?
In the video. Yeah.
Say, I swear to God and hope to die.
Yeah.
All right, right.
I wish you could see, what's his name, Ron? Is that the guy's name out there?
Well, what's his story?
He's just big. He doesn't want to come in, though.
Who's a big black guy?
He's just a big guy, no matter what.
Right. He's just a big, no matter what guy. Well, it's fascinating. Listen, Easy, as always, I wish you luck with your new album.
Thanks.
And your feud with Dr. Dre.
We would like to see you on New Year's, actually.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd be,
And you are saying that for our New Year's Eve pay-per-view special, you accept the challenge. You would fight Dr.
Right.
Dre.
Right.
In
And
three
Snoop.
rounds of professional kickboxing.
Right.
And Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yeah.
You're calling them both out.
Calling them out.
Wow.
Kick both of their asses.
And you're saying you're available. You're not just saying this for radio. If I
real.
call you up and say that Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre
They accept the
I'm
challenge.
here.
you will get in there and you will kick their ass.
Right.
Well, now that's a fight I'd like to see.
In my kung fu outfit.
You will wear a ninja outfit?
A ninja, yeah.
Kung fu, whatever? All right, whatever.
Kicking ass all over the place.
I'll bet on it.
I'll bet on that. Who you with?
I'll bet on him.
You're going to bet on Eazy-E? I bet you Dr. Dre kick his ass.
He's scary.
I'll bet you
I think
Dr.
he's
Dre.
scary. I don't think he'd kill him.
Dr. Dre looks big, though.
Hey, let's look.
Is he in this picture, Dr. Dre?
All right, I'll put down 100 on that.
Howard, look at this picture. Dr. Dre's the guy with the brown hat on. He's a pretty big guy.
Open
me see
that
that.
cover
Big
up.
guy.
Where's that cover up?
Which is Dr. Dre?
He's wearing a brown outfit and a brown hat.
Oh, yeah, I see him right there. And that's you, Eazy-E?
He's too confident. My
Eazy-E's like a midget compared to
Yeah,
him.
my money's on him.
Eazy-E, you might be a midget.
That's a picture of Dre.
might
That's the
be
real
a
Dr.
midget.
Dre.
Just remember Nils playing you in basketball, Howard. That's all.
And that's Dr. Dre right
That's
there?
the real Dr. Dre in a stethoscope, sequence dress,
Oh, look at that.
lipsticks, eyeliner, eyeshadow.
You got a picture of that in your album.
That's real.
I
That's
can't
good.
imagine him in a dress.
You are angry, aren't you?
No, I'm just showing everybody what the real Dr. Dre looks like.
I see. You're not a gangster.
Now, how it, he couldn't catch me in nothing like that.
No, you always wear street clothes.
Never nothing like that.
All right. Well, this is going to be one hell of a boxing match. This is great.
I don't think he'd show up.
Well, I'm going to issue the challenge right now, and we will contact his people.
Him or Snoop.
Snoop, Doggy, either one. You'll kick both their asses.
Both their asses.
Who do you think would win?
We could do
Well,
it like
I know
a
you
tag
can take
team.
Snoop Doggy. He's right about him. He's anorexic.
Hey, we could take. We could do a tag team.
No, I think you could kick Snoop Doggy's ass.
We
He's
could
a
have a
foot
tag
taller,
team.
Howard?
What?
Tag team.
That's him. He's a foot taller than you?
Yeah, I'm taking. That's why I got 100 on Dr. Dre.
You taking Dr. Dre?
I'm taking Dr. Dre. I don't mean any harm by that, Easy. I like you and everything. I hope you win.
500.
You want to go 500?
Let's go
Easy.
500?
Let's go 1,000.
Wow, look at your manager.
Let's
He's
do
going
this. Let's do this.
Yeah, right.
All the money that you make from your book here.
Yeah.
You know, if you lose, you give me all that money.
You're kidding. Oh, let's not get carried away. Maybe you know some kung fu or
Did
something.
you ever fight him before?
Have you ever fought Dr. Dre ever? Have you ever had a fight with
Scary.
him? Have you ever had a physical fight with Dr. Dre?
He beat his ass
Scary.
before.
Really?
I've seen Easy in action. He's awesome.
Really?
So
Unbelievable.
let's go to bed. Put up your book.
No, I don't know. I'm backing down now. I'm keep my mouth
Howard's
shut.
book against my albums.
No, I'll take it easy, will you?
Now, I don't know about Eazy-E's fight,
Howard's
but I know
book against
Dr.
my
Dre
album
beat up that
sales.
girl.
Yeah.
And he slapped a producer. That's all I know.
Wait a second. Dr. Dre and the rest of his band and his bodyguards beat up that girl.
No,
That's right.
Now, come on, let's do that.
No, just calm down, will you? Are you nuts?
Okay.
You're going to frisk him before the
I tell you what, man. Here's what we're going
All
to
your
do.
money from the
Shut up.
sales of
What's the matter with you? I'm
private
not-
parts against.
See, he's proving what a good
my album.
businessman he is.
He
gets
is a
all
good
the money.
businessman. You just calm down there.
let's do
Take
that.
all the money. Are you nuts?
Why not?
No way.
You think you're gonna lose?
Now
huh?
you. Well, now
scared
you're making.
huh?
Now I'm getting confident for you.
You're not a gambler. Come on.
No,
roll
not
the
with
dice.
you. I'm not. I can't tell. You never know with black guys how
I
they
know,
fight.
the little short guy could be better.
Yeah. He'll walk out of here, he'll own all of Infinity Broadcasting. I'll have bet it all away. All right, listen, here's what I want to do. I will get the challenge going, then we'll have betting. We'll commence with the betting afterwards, all right? Let's see if the guy
See if we
accepts
can,
first.
get him to come to
Why
Do
should
it like
we
a
bet?
tag team.
Fine.
You'll
mean-
take on both of
You
them.
take both of them. Snoop Doggy and Dr.
And
Dre.
I get somebody with me.
Oh, no. You take them on solo.
I'll do that.
All right,
fine.
you can have Gangster Drayster.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that. Me and Gangster Drayster against
Snoop Doggy and Dr. Dre. All right, very good. Listen, I want to thank Eazy-E for coming in here. You got to pick up his new album. If you're into rap music, this is state-of-the-art rap music.
Dr. Dre Killer.
That's right, Dr. Dre Killer. Eazy-E on Ruthless Records, Relativity. Whatever the hell that is. And
Ruthless is his label, Relativity Distributors.
and you got to say, this is a real man. He has taken on a boxing match. He's taken on the challenge.
accepted a challenge.
And it's very impressive what you've done. You've proven yourself to be a true gangster. Now, now go get some women pregnant
Oh, jeez.
so that your rep will be firmly intact. And I want to thank Eazy-E for stopping by. We're going to take a
Thanks for
break.
having me.
Yeah, it's good to have you here, and we'll be back right after this. Yeah, I mean, yeah. TDK tape is great. Oh, yeah. TDK tape is really good.
Wow, it's fantastic!
TDK tape is so good that you can't tell the difference between TDK and CD.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. All right there, Jackie, you want to take the test?
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right, I'm going to play 5 selections
Okay.
and see if you can tell the difference.
All right.
One is going to be cassette and one is going to be TDK.
So one will be cassette, a TDK cassette, and the other will be a CD.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, very
Right.
good. All right. Sometimes I get distracted by your voice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, here we go. You ready? Here's number 1. All right, you got
Want me
that?
to say no?
No, wait till the end.
Okay.
Hold on, I got to write down what that was. All right. I have nothing to write with. Oh, wait, here we go.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
All right, you got the first one?
I got number 1.
All right, don't look though, okay? Here's number 2. Here is number 3. Here is number 4. And here is number 5. All right, what do you got? Number 1?
All right, number 1 was cassette.
Tape, correct?
Yeah.
2?
2 was CD.
Correct. Number 3?
Cassette.
Wrong. Number 4?
CD.
Correct. And number 5?
CD.
Wrong. 2 wrong. You got 3 right. Very good.
I thought I had it.
TDK tape is so good. The TDK Pro Challenge has tested over 400 audio professionals. TDK Challenge reveals that more than 91% of audio professionals could not tell the difference between a recording on CD and the same music recorded on SA TDK tape. TDK, quite simply, the best.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
All right. Jackie just took the TDK test. Good work.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you, as annoying as your voice is, Jackie, it's still easier to deal with you than that lunatic Fred Norris.
You bet he's nuts.
People are sending in poems about Baba Booey goofing on him. I thought it was a very touching moment, but evidently people thought it was hysterical. Gary got on the other day and said, have you been getting a lot of crap for saying that you cried on, at the book signing?
First of all, let the record show I did not cry.
You got choked up.
I got choked up, but if I would have cried, I would admit to it. I'm not into like this, this thing.
This guy wrote a poem, all choked up both.
Yeah, I read that one.
Howard Stern wrote Private Parts, hit the top of the Times bestseller charts. He autographed books at Barnes & Noble book signing when all of a sudden, Fafa Fohi started crying. He cried so hard and was very choked up, he bawled like a baby, an infant, a pup. Fla Fla Flohi admitted this right on the air. With his eyes so watery, he looked like a Care Bear. It looked like he'd cry all the way to infinity, but by the minute he lost all of his masculinity. Let's sit down, Big Tooth Gary, and give him a yoo-hoo. We should change his name instead to Baba Boo-hoo.
Now, all I'm going to say is that was the way I felt that day. And also, it's been about half and half. Some people have been saying, what's wrong with you? And a couple of people have been saying that they have felt the same joy for you.
Right.
And the same happiness.
Thank you.
I'm not ashamed.
Thank you. I thought it was rather touching, but evidently you came off like a douche. All right, Robin, what else is in? Let's wrap it up so we can get to our meetings.
Well, let me just ask you to clear up something here. A guy from Cleveland writes, according to the TV Guide, week of October 23rd through the 29th, you are scheduled to be on Geraldo on Monday, the 25th of October.
Wrong. According to what I read in the paper today, November 8th is when they're airing Geraldo. Uh-oh, Fred's crying now. He loves Geraldo. He's all choked up over the Geraldo appearance.
A lot of emotions flowing in this room.
I think even he'll bring Jackie to tears when I'm on the cover of Time magazine.
I think so. I think inside Jackie has been crying. He's been crying all along.
All right.
You just can't hear it. He goes home.
Right, he cries to Nancy. All right, what else is in the news, Robin? By the way, joining us, in case you didn't know it, during the commercials, our good buddy Red came by.
Right.
He heard there were girls down here, and he came down here.
Yeah, they're all gone now. I can smell them, though.
Yeah.
That perfume. You can smell the perfume.
If you don't mind, Robin, Red will sit in for the news as well.
I don't care.
All right. Got any news about Meatloaf?
Nope.
River Phoenix?
Yep.
That's kind of sad. I don't know why. I guess whenever I see a good-looking guy...
23-year-old guy, Howard.
Who had everything going for him.
Oh, so what?
I'm reading in the paper how women followed him everywhere. This is your fantasy.
Well, I wouldn't take drugs if women followed me everywhere.
Who knows if he took drugs? His brother said when he called 911 that he thought he took Valium or something. How would anybody know? They're going to do an autopsy today. Of course, the toxicology always takes about 3 months to come back. Because they probably won't find anything on the autopsy.
Very weird.
Because it's very unusual for a 23-year-old healthy guy to just collapse walking out of a club. They said that he had gone to this Viper Club, which is owned by Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
The other actor from Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. He looks like River Phoenix. I thought they were the same guy.
Really? You thought so? But anyway, he had gone to the Viper Club with some friends of his, and he was hanging out, and his band was supposed to play there or something, but before they were ready to take the stage, I guess the Chili Peppers were there last night. And they hadn't finished their set, and I guess River was acting strange, according to friends, and they decided to leave. And then when he got out the door of the club, he just went into some seizures, had several seizures all in a row.
Cool.
And for a while, they said nobody even did anything about it. They just looked and said, there's River Phoenix having a seizure. Isn't that cool?
Cool. Seizures are cool.
Stepped over him, walked by him. Then finally, some of his friends and other people came to his aid. They said Christina Applegate from Married with Children had, a fit of her own when the ambulance showed up.
Cool. Was she dating him or something?
No, she was just there and she saw what was going on. And
maybe she saw
She thought it was a new dance.
Maybe she saw that he was getting all this newspaper attention.
And she figured, I'll throw a fit too?
Yeah, maybe I'll have a seizure and I'll get in the papers also.
Everybody's having a seizure, huh?
Cool.
So anyway, they said he was in cardiac arrest by the time the ambulance got there, and then they rushed him to the hospital and declared him dead at about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Seizures are cool.
He had done about 11 films in his short career. They say the young man started performing at the age of 5 on the streets of Caracas, Venezuela, where his family had gone. His mother and father were missionaries for some group.
That's cool when your parents are missionaries and you're in Caracas.
And he and his sister used to sing on street corners.
That's cool, performing on street corners.
And then he wound up being picked up by the TV show 7 Brides for 7 Brothers when he was... I don't know how old he was, but it was about back in 1982 or something.
That's cool, getting discovered so young.
How come none of this stuff ever happened to me when I was coming up?
Just not in the right place at the right time.
River.
Which is what River Phoenix said had happened to him.
Red River.
So anyway, we have a few of his words. Here is River Phoenix.
Okay, here he is, River Phoenix, in what will be his last exclusive interview.
I feel very honored to be a part of this tradition of filmmaking.
Cool.
And I also feel very thankful that I've been at the right place at the right time and applied myself and took my work seriously enough to get somewhere. You know, I'm grateful for all the support and for an open ear, you know, with the public.
He sounds like he's on something.
Well, you know, everyone kept saying yesterday that he always said that he didn't take drugs. But you know how far that goes.
He couldn't handle it.
Everybody says they don't take drugs.
Musicians never take drugs.
Here he is talking about the meaning of his name, why his parents gave him the name River.
Because they were crazy. They were on drugs.
Why would you?
River and Buzzard and Orbit. What were them kids?
Yeah.
He had a brother named Leaf, a sister named Rain.
Rainbow.
Another
Dirt.
Brother named Liberty, and somebody named Summer.
Summer's Eve.
Peach.
Because the parents knew about douching.
Well, here's River on River.
His life, you know, and it just had a lot of meaning to them, and they
River's life.
just had a lot of hopes for me.
He was also very heavily associated with the environmental movement, Howard. Why?
And who isn't?
Why the green movement for River Phoenix?
One poses the question, well, why the environment? Why not civil rights? Why not the homeless? Why, you know, and they go on and on. The fact is that this is the platform from which everything stands. This is priority one. This is first, you know. Earth is first, you know. There's no doubt about it, you know. It's just...
Because he wanted to be close to the earth and he got his wish.
He's under it. He's going to be under it.
He's going to be sharing a lot of time with the earth.
He's going to be right in there with it, mingling.
Man, I'm with the earth now. I'm with the worms and the earth. I am one with earth.
I am earth.
I am earth. Hear me roar.
I'm going right back.
A lot of flowers are going to grow real good because of you, kid.
Most logical next step, if we want to be a progressive, a decent bunch of citizens like we claim to be, we need to really be responsible, not be little sloppy boys, you know?
Yeah, let's get
complaining
together.
on our older brother, our little brother.
I'm a sloppy boy.
Interesting, because he always used to walk around as a little sloppy boy.
Yeah, but he's not a sloppy boy when it comes to the earth, Robin.
I see.
He wants to be close to the earth.
The earth likes you if you get stringy hair or regular hair or anything.
Here's the first thing that falls out.
Well, River Phoenix, dead at the age of 23.
I thought Jackie would outlive River Phoenix.
Well, Jackie did outlive River Phoenix.
Yeah. Would you have, if someone took a bet on that, would you have bet on Jackie?
Not yesterday.
Never had a chance.
No.
You got the 911 call if you want to play it.
Oh, yes, I forgot all about that. This is a little bit of his brother making the call to the police to get his brother some help.
Who is this, Rain?
Leaf.
Leaf?
Rain is a girl.
Oh,
Leaf
Leaf?
is a boy.
Leaf, Rain.
Cool. If he was on drugs, who gets custody of his drugs?
Okay, we have help on the way, all right?
I know. I thank you guys.
Okay, where's your brother right now?
He's laying on the cement.
Is he breathing?
I don't know. The last I checked, they said he was breathing.
This is every Friday night at Jackie's house.
Yeah, they have to make one of these calls.
Yeah.
For somebody there.
Nancy!
Nancy's not breathing! Oh!
Excuse me, miss, where's your husband right now?
Oh!
How's he looking? Is he blue in the face?
Is he breathing?
Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
His films include Sneakers, My Own Private Idaho, Dogfight, I Love You to Death, Running on Empty, A Night in the Life of Jimmy Reardon, Little Nikita, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, The Mosquito Coast, Stand By Me, Explorers. Explorers was the film that marked his movie debut.
It did?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
Good movie.
Yeah, he was in some movie I saw that was good.
Which one?
I don't remember.
Mosquito Coast was the one I really liked.
I liked that a lot.
Ford.
That was cool.
See, I even know.
You even know my favorite movie?
Yes.
I didn't even know I had a favorite movie. That's a good movie, Mosquito Coast. You ever see that?
I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot more about this on the tabloid shows
we'll see
today.
clips of him forever.
Yeah.
And since we're doing, isn't it funny how Fellini sort of got
pushed off
the front page or, at the top of the news by the death of River Phoenix. Fellini at 73.
I hated Fellini.
Was the owner of 5 Oscars.
Yeah, all for nothing. His movies suck. You can't even figure out what's going on. They're all foreign. They never dub them.
They're all foreign.
Yeah, they suck. They do. And he uses the worst actors, like that guy no one uses except for Fellini. Armando or Santi or something.
Mastriani.
Yeah, Marcello Mastriani.
Mastriani's been used by a lot of people. How dare you?
I can't stand him.
An old jerk.
Well, Fellini himself said his favorite way to cast a movie was to just ride the subways in Rome.
Yeah, it looked
all you.
And then, like, some movies, he wouldn't move the camera. Like, the actors had to move around instead of the camera, which was horrible.
Big visionary, yeah.
Yeah, and did you ever see that 8.5?
Yeah.
I've never seen one Fellini film.
Oh, I've seen them all.
And I love film.
And I'm telling you, go see any of his films and you'll kill yourself. Like, it's how sort of glum the human condition is and stuff.
Right, and there's always dwarves and fat women.
Circus clowns.
Yeah.
Looks like a Jackie's 4th of July party.
I've seen a Fellini film. I've been to a Jackie party.
Do you know why that movie was called 8.5?
Why?
That's how many minutes you last through it.
I dare you, 8.5.
Yeah, I like to see you go longer than 8.5. They're the worst movies, and nobody admits it.
They gave him awards, Howard.
Yeah, you go to college classes and stuff, and everyone's sitting there talking to him, kissing Fellini's ass, and I'm brilliant.
And interpreting them and saying they have some meaning.
It's a joke. The movies suck. Movies are supposed to entertain you, not make you sit there and think and make you work hard to understand them. I don't know, man. I don't get it.
Well, this is some tribute.
Fellini.
Fafaloni.
Fafaloni. Fafalini.
Fafafini.
You know, the most
he really
interesting
sucks,
thing,
man.
though, Howard, is this, the curse of the Lifetime Achievement Oscar.
Yes, it is. That's true.
He walked onto stage. I mean, I could understand the guy who got it in bed that year died.
Yeah, right.
Shortly after
the
he
Indian
got
dude.
it. But Fellini was walking around. He was fine. They handed him that Oscar, and now he's gone.
They always give it to you when it's too late to
That's
enjoy
a bad sign, getting that Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, don't give that to me. I don't want it. Whoever thought River Phoenix and Fellini would die on the same day?
On the same day.
The same year. But I really mean it. I'm not saying it to be shocking or funny. Fellini sucks.
He does suck.
He sucks worms. Man, never mind those two. What about the Giants and the Jets?
Well, I was going to get to that, but first I wanted to talk about the elections. In the paper yesterday, in the Daily News, they had a number of different kinds of psychics, people who read crystals, numbers,
what'd they
all
say?
kinds of things. It was sort of split between the psychics. I think they had maybe 3 that went for Rudolph Giuliani.
Yeah.
And the rest said Mayor Dinkins was going to win again.
And were all those black psychics?
Dionne Warwick.
Dionne Warwick, that commercial is the best. The infomercial, where she's sitting there and getting information from a guy in a bowling shirt. Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen the latest one.
The latest one, Dionne Warwick goes, she's talking to that lady who's the head of the Psychic Friends Network, the one who was in here.
What is her name?
I don't know her name, but she comes out and she's like trying to look all, and she says to Dionne Warwick, she goes, Dionne, I have the name of a fabulous new psychic. And Dionne goes, ooh, it sounds like you're ready to give us a reading. She goes, yes, can you think of anyone in this room who might want a reading? Dionne goes, yes, I can. It's me.
Like they didn't plan this.
Yeah. Then she walks over to the table, and there's a big fat guy comes out in a bowling shirt.
What would you expect psychics to look like?
I don't know, not that.
Looks like me.
And then all of a sudden he starts, your next album is going to go, not gold, platinum.
He didn't tell her about the Day One piece they're doing on her tonight?
No. What's that?
Well, they're
Scandal.
investigating the foundation she started after That's What Friends Are For, brought in all this money. You know, she made that song to raise money for AIDS.
Yeah.
And then she started this foundation. And day one did an investigation. Turns out only 3% of the money
Oh, boy.
generated by all of that ever was returned to any charity. And that means about $60,000. Meanwhile, she collected like $2.1 million. And when all was said and done and the foundation was dissolved, they owed people $2.8 million.
Cheat. She's a cheat.
And
Well, that's all alleged.
Psychic didn't tell her anything about
Somebody's
that.
up in
No.
monkey business. Monkey business.
Mama monkey business.
They say that
Mama
Dion is
monkey
still
business.
running around giving concerts in the, you know, under the guise that, you know, she's supposed to be generating money for AIDS, but they're all for profit now. They're not charity events anymore, and they're still losing money.
Well, what do you think they did with the money?
Well, they're going to claim that, you know, there was a lot of extravagances, you know, chauffeur-driven limousines, all kinds of things.
I see.
That ate up the money that was supposed to actually be being raised for charity.
Nostril reduction surgery.
Well, she didn't have that. She definitely did not have that.
Does she have the biggest nostrils? You know, she just hogs up more air than anyone else.
Well, that's why she sings so. Also in New Jersey, we were talking about the election. Christy Todd Whitman and Jim Florio will be going at it again. Another race that some people are saying is too close to call.
Christy Todd Whitman. I'd do her. She's a very attractive woman.
You would?
Florio looks like he took too many hits to the face. His face is half caved in.
That's how you choose your
That's right.
candidate?
Yeah, he goes by how they look.
Go by how they look. Plus, she smokes pot.
She said she threw up.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Did you hear about
Natural
the
selection, Robin.
members of the American luge team that were attacked by neo-Nazis in Germany? And you told me no black people lived in Staten Island.
They don't. They must have been visiting. Blacks don't live in Staten Island.
Let me tell you that the black guy who's on the luge team at the over in Germany is from Staten Island.
Impossible. It is. There's no blacks on Staten Island.
Well, how did he come from Staten
I don't know, man. There must be a typo.
You'll be happy to know that Thomas Grasso, that man who was on death row in Oklahoma, is back in New York at Attica to serve his 20 years to life sentence
Thanks to Cuomo.
here in the state of New York.
At least castrate him.
Thanks to Cuomo.
You're not a Cuomo fan, are you?
I hate him. What's he doing bringing a guy from Oklahoma supposed to be dirty? Guy wants to die.
Right.
He want to die.
Right.
He knows that he can't be rehabilitated. So no, we're going to bring him here. We're going to fix him up and let him live on our coattails. Son of a bastard, you cocker spaniel, you mother, father, Cuomo.
Whew.
Oh, yeah, Reddy doesn't like Cuomo at all.
Why doesn't Cuomo... They got a dog over in New Jersey on death row.
Nobody's
They're going to
helping
execute him. No one can... Why don't Cuomo take the stupid dog home with him and let him play with his own kids and bite their faces off? Cuomo's a friggin' spaghetti slinger. I seen him around. I seen him.
All right, go ahead, Robin. Anything else?
They have found that something called the kudzu vine.
Kudzu.
Is it kudzu?
Yes.
Oh, you know about that.
Oh, Jackie told me about
We'll
it.
smoke it.
The kudzu vine allowed hamsters to voluntarily reduce their consumption of alcohol by 50%.
Right.
So apparently some scientists turned hamsters into alcoholics
Right.
and then gave them this vine to see what would happen to them. And they reduced their drinking by 50%. So they're thinking that maybe this vine, the discovery of the reaction of drunk hamsters to this vine, will result in some new classification of drugs to control alcoholism in people.
It decreases your alcohol consumption by about 25%, but you...
50%.
50%?
Yeah.
But masturbation went up 45%.
Well, that's not bad. You don't get into a car and drive badly.
Right.
when you do that, do you?
Oh.
So that's what we care about.
Get rid of that vine. I need the patrons in my bar.
Oh, this is bad for you. I'm sorry.
Alcoholics.
What's coming on TV today? On Jenny Jones, a show that you would absolutely love, Howard.
Well, I don't even know when that show's on.
It's on at 1 o'clock on Channel 9. You should tape it. It's teenage girls talking about dating.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I have a much better show.
What's that?
I will explain how I got to be so wealthy. First of all, I pump my own gas, collect coupons, pick pockets, and save string. Robin, I wish I could eat money. I love money. I almost named my daughter Dollar.
Money. Instead of Melissa, Money.
Money Rivers. I love money more than anything.
You know, they say she's sold $60 million worth
It's
of
not
merchandise
enough
on QVC.
Oh, Robin, it's not enough.
It's not enough because you don't know. When Fox fired me, I was bankrupt.
She talks about money constantly when she sees you. Are you making big money?
Yeah, she wants to know. Because maybe she'll do your job, too.
Money makes me wet.
My only interest is interest.
In general, are you making big money?
Yeah, I know. She always says to me, what are you doing with your money?
What are you pulling down?
None of your business.
What are you pulling down here, How?
Right.
You're smart.
You're making big money.
You're a smart businessman.
Yeah, right. Sure.
What did you get, $3 a book, Howard?
Right.
I've got a fabulous guy for you.
Is that what she said to you? Does she have someone for you?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, he's only 30.
On Shirley today, Howard, outgrowing a best friend.
I don't know what Shirley is, so keep going.
Another one of these shows. There's been
Shirley.
one of them.
Shirley Hemphill show.
On Geraldo, mothers and daughters who end up with the same guy.
Hey, that's normal.
Yeah.
A lot of people can relate to that.
There are not enough men in the world. You have to pass them down. On Donahue, a new infidelity survey. I guess so you can figure out if your husband's cheating on you.
Every husband cheats. I'm telling you, I'm the only one that doesn't.
No, they say it's a lot lower, that percentage, than you think. They say only 15%.
Okay. Keep dreaming.
And parents dealing with teens who spend too much money on frivolous extravagances will be the subject of Oprah this afternoon.
And I will talk about how I like to break open piggy banks by squeezing them between my legs. It's better than...
The Channel 5 movie tonight is Ghost Mom, starring Gene Stapleton, the woman who was Edith Bunker. And on Channel 4 tonight, the movie House of Secrets with Melissa Gilbert and her boyfriend. That's the one where I guess they were at the Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
And somehow somebody gets murdered.
Shh, it's a secret. House of Secrets. She's got her big boobies on there, prominently displayed. Her new big boobies. She's getting married to that guy. You know, I had him on E. I had Melissa Gilbert and Bruce Boxler right there on my E show, and I said to him, hey, why don't you propose to her right now? It'll be exciting television. You're in love. He goes, oh, no. And she's like, no. On Larry King the other night, they get on there, they announced their engagement.
Oh.
Bastard.
So they did it right after your show and announced it on
Right. Bruce Boxleitner. She'll divorce him within 3 months.
How long do you think it'll last?
Not long at all. She'll be bored with him. Old man.
Baba Boxleitner.
Baba Bruce. She had the hots for me. I could have gotten her. I'm telling you, Robin.
Connie Chung.
Hi,
Connie.
Connie.
Chung following in our footsteps.
Why?
Exclusive interview with Heidi Fleiss.
Oh, I thought she was getting massages from topless girls.
Going to have Heidi on Eye to Eye this Thursday at 10 o'clock.
Heidi Fleiss.
And too bad to Glenn Fry. After one airing, South of Sunset is going to be canceled.
It went south. Richard Lewis
There's
lasted
no
Glenn Fry.
on whether the 5 episodes that have been shot already will be shown.
Wow.
It's gone. It's out of here.
It's out. Did you hear I said Richard Lewis laughs at
I heard you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jackie. Excuse me.
Try the veal. I'll be here all week.
And here is where is he the governor of? Let me look at this.
Just give me the name. I'll tell you where he's governor.
I don't have.
I memorize all governors.
Is that right?
Governor River Phoenix?
No.
Governor Norris? Mars.
Anyway, that governor who decided that he didn't want Beavis and Butthead coming into the governor's mansion.
Ohio.
Was it Ohio?
Yeah. Iowa or Ohio? I think it was Ohio.
I think you're wrong.
That's where all the fires were. It's where they make Ohio matches.
Anyway, and he's number 4 there. If you got a name, I don't even have a name on him.
I know his name.
Governor Butthead.
Governor Terry. Governor Terry Branstad.
Branstad. That's right. The Iowa governor. You were right. It was
Thank
Iowa.
You. All right, what did he say?
Just is going to explain to us why he decided to have MTV blocked from the governor's mansion.
We just think it's a matter of parental authority.
That's good.
We didn't think the message that show was giving to our 9-year-old was good, and we were seeing some problems, and so we decided to block it off.
So who cares?
Why announce it? That's a parental prerogative.
Yeah, no, he's all proud of himself. He blocked out MTV. Good move.
Is that all you can do as governor?
I was moving to Iowa in about 6 months, but now I'm not
Told
gonna.
you didn't want to.
No, I'm not going there.
And finally this morning, this will knock your socks off.
Jeez, it's hard enough to find socks in the morning.
A British judge is going to determine if Boy George is a daddy.
What? Well, how do you figure that?
Well, there's some woman who says
I believe it.
that she once worked for George's music publishing company.
Yeah.
And that during the time that Boy George was into drugs and all of this other stuff, he impregnated her.
What's her name? Ed?
Carol Wilson.
Oh, Carol Wilson.
And she had a son. And I guess Boy George has never paid any child support.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The child and the mother live here in America, and he hasn't paid any maintenance for the child. So if a judge determines that he is the father, he could wind up going to jail.
Boy.
Boy George isn't making any comment. He says he has very little recollection of that period of time in his life.
Boy.
I think that's kind of incredible that Boy George could be a father.
Father.
And that's what's happening.
Thank you, Robin. Very thorough as usual. And let me just remind you that, I'll remind you what, Robin?
I don't know what you want to... That will be here tomorrow?
Yes, and also, in some places, they're repeating my Donahue today. Some places you can't even watch Donahue. I don't know. Geraldo, November 8th. There's a lot of different things still going on because of the book. Jackie Platinum Joke Page Martling this Friday night, November 5th at Rockwell Hall at Buffalo State College in Buffalo, New York. For a good laugh, call 976-JOKE. Thursday night, November 11th at Zodiac in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Go try and stump the joke man. Baba Billy West will be at The Tonight Show. November what? 18th. Boy Gary at Bazookas in Piscataway, New Jersey this Wednesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Signing calendars with the Bazooka Girls.
Bazooka.
And to get on Stuttering John's mailing list, call 609-546-STUPID. If you're planning a wedding or Christmas party and you need a great disc jockey, it's not too early to call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment toll-free from any city, 1-800-PARTY-MC. If you want to hire Scott in the New York area, call 718-BAG-5040. Robin, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Billy West, for stopping by today. Bob Billy.
Bob Billy.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning, Cindy.
Morning, darling.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I see you're carrying a book in your hand.
The infamous book.
Your memoir.
My memoir.
That's also the title of it, right? Cindy
It
Lauper,
is,
a memoir.
just in case you didn't know. It's a memoir.
All right. So I imagine right this way. I imagine
that's
there are
attractive.
lots of.
Who is the bunny?
Oh, that's Hank, the angry drunken dwarf. He's no longer with us though.
Really?
Yeah, so we leave him up there as sort of a tribute to him.
All right. But you mean he just left? He's no longer.
No, like he's deceased.
He is deceased?
About 11 years ago.
Oh, wow, I'm so sorry.
He actually passed away right before 9/11, so his death was sort of overshadowed by everything that happened.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring so much tragedy into the...
Tragedy, it's tragedy.
But you're looking forward to seeing Howard again? And
Well, I haven't seen him for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
My husband said to say hello, because they used to run together.
Oh, okay. And share some stories from your memoir.
My memoir. Yeah.
All
How's
right.
it going on, what's that show? American's Got Talent?
It just wrapped up. He just finished it, so
Just
he's sort of
wrapped
getting
up.
back
It's
to
going to
normal.
have new co-hosts now.
Yeah, I think Sharon's leaving and...
Mariah Carey.
Oh, that's right. Never thought I'd see those two together. Howard
It'll
and
be interesting.
to say the least. All right, Cindy. I'll let you get in the studio and talk to Howard.
Right?
All right.
Usually I'm in here with an instrument, so really throwing me off.
Just talk today.
Just talking. Wow. Okay.
All right,
Cindy Lauper wrote a book. It's amazingly honest. I can't believe how honest it is.
Yeah, I've been reading excerpts.
I was just saying, Cindy. Hey, Cindy.
Hey.
You look great. You look great. You're an attractive woman, I gotta say.
You're right?
You really are.
And I gotta still keep my looks, right?
Body's nice. What are you working out?
A diet. I stopped eating bread. I'm allergic. I have a gluten allergy.
Don't believe it.
I've heard psoriasis, and it's killing me. So when I stopped eating the bread a little, at least it stopped a little.
Read Dr. John Sarno's book.
All right.
You got a lot going on. Didn't you have some back issues, too? Back pain?
No.
You never had back pain?
No, I had, when I was writing the book, I was like hunched over the computer a lot, so my neck was killing me.
I know. I'll talk to you off the air about this.
Hey, you wrote a book, too, right?
I wrote 2 books. I wrote Private Parts and Miss America.
Miss America?
Yeah, that was my second book, my follow-up, my second smash book. 2 big hits.
That's good.
I was just saying to Robin, I commend you on your honesty in this book.
Yeah.
I mean, it is remarkably honest. And, look.
You know what Oscar Wilde said, and Harvey told me this, Harvey
What did he say?
He said, feel free to be yourself. Everyone else is taken.
No, but you put your ego aside. I'll tell you why. Because you even admit your failures. And I like this about you. You talk about at one point when you were doing movies a lot, and you were in a movie called Vibes.
Yeah.
You were slated to co-star with Dan Aykroyd, who I think is brilliant.
Me too.
And you were excited about the project. Suddenly, Dan Aykroyd gets out of the project.
He hated me.
Yeah, and you admit that. Why did he hate you? You mean he met you and hated you, or he hated you?
Yeah, he didn't think I was very good, and he thought I was... I don't know what he thought. He just left and said bad vibes.
Did he say to you... Did he confront you and say, look, I just don't think you're up to this?
No, I tried to read with him, and it was the first time I'd never read before with anyone.
Which is a very disturbing process.
Well, it's
difficult.
Different.
Yeah.
It ain't like, you're not supposed to act. So he did this thing that I didn't understand, and I felt like...
What did he do? You're in there reading Vibes with him.
Okay, it could be anything, like Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? So say it's Mary Had a Little Lamb, his fleece was white as snow, is everywhere,
Right. Blowing it off.
Because I didn't realize, but that is a process. I just thought he hated me. I was like, okay, I guess I have to just keep reading. I went and did a screen test first, with Ron Howard to make sure I didn't look like a complete idiot. I said, if I look like an idiot, I don't think I'm up for this.
Right.
And then I did it, and he said, oh, it's great, you have something. When Ron Howard says that to you, you believe him.
If Ron Howard says to you, I'm going to put money into a film, millions of dollars, and you've got it, you believe that, of course, but yet you didn't believe in yourself. And when you met Aykroyd, I feel like you kind of lost confidence.
Well, I was a little heartbroken that he, Then I stayed on the project, I was like, I felt like the bad egg.
And they brought in Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, and they brought Peter Falk in because I begged them to bring Peter Falk in. I even had my hair, but more than that, the rhythm of his speech is like mine. And so I thought that would look great, and originally I was going to have pink hair, but I fell asleep with the bleach on because I was really tired, and I woke up and it was really light, and I didn't put any more tone or anything on it because I figured, hey, all right, it's the wrong color, but hair is more important than none. So I went with it, and then with the two of them had black hair and my hair was light, I thought, well, it's very iconic classic comedy, like Jean Harlow
Lucy
had that. No, Lucy had the
red.
Yeah, she had red.
Well, so all this thought goes into it, but bottom line is, you write in the book, and this is why I like the book, you're honest, and you say you hated Jeff Goldblum.
I didn't hate him. I had a problem. I thought he was going through something, probably.
He was odd.
He was odd, but to the point where, look, honestly, no matter who you are, I know you got issues and problems. Everybody got them, but...
Sure.
Don't stand next to me and make an old person really upset, or a kid, or a mother with a kid, because after that, you're dead.
So in other words, you're alluding to he would yell at people on the set?
No, he didn't yell. He would take a book and read the book like he was having a nervous breakdown, which I understand. That's a process.
Okay.
I get it. But you know what? don't stand right next to me when when they have me standing for the light, and you got to go have a nervous breakdown.
It's disconcerting to all the other actors.
Well, yeah, and you can't.
Rude.
And what happened was the older guy kept forgetting his lines, so it was in the rotunda. Probably right. A letter like cease and desist. But hey, with Sandy, I don't care.
Right,
take
I know
your
you
best shot. Everybody else did. So I'm standing in the rotunda, and there's this older fellow. And he's supposed to be our boss, and Jeff is having the nervous breakdown routine next to us. So I said to him, "Look, pal, not for nothing. I could notice here that this is you're doing your little method thing." I said, which is fine and good. But why don't you take a walk? Because I asked the guy right in front of me, I said, "Do you find this disconcerting?" And he said, "Yes." And I looked at him and I said, "Look, you do your thing, take a walk, and then come back. If you don't, I'm going to have to kill you, and it's not going to be a murder mystery because I'll kill you right here in front of everybody."
So the whole thing went
Well,
completely.
he always... Well, I thought that was funny, too, but he was always like, and what are you going to do?
So there was no love lost there.
I don't care if you don't like me. Who
But on a
cares?
movie, you
It
do
sucks.
care.
It hurt my feelings no matter what. I knew that if he knew what I was going to do, he'd do little crappy things to me all the time. So I was like, yeah, check this out, my friend. Though I walk through the valley, you ever see this T-shirt? Though I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil, because I'm the meanest son of a bitch in the valley, okay? How do you like that? Because where I come from, we're really mean.
I understand you better now because of this book. I mean, I knew you had struggled as an artist and you had rough years, but I didn't know
tough childhood.
I didn't know how tough, and now kind of to read it all in one book, the truth comes out. I mean, you had a miserable childhood. I mean,
it wasn't. There was comedy.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there are moments, but for the most part,
my mother was terrific, though.
Your father left.
Yeah.
How old were you when your father left?
5.
5 years old. He splits. Your mother remarries. Maybe a crazy person. So crazy, he's a pedophile, you say in the book.
Well, you see, you're not supposed to say that, and she didn't want to go to the police. You got to understand those times. Even when they had fights and the neighbors got fed up and they called the cops would come, look at all of us, and go on their walkie-talkie and go, domestic violence.
How many kids are in your family?
Just me, my sister, and my brother.
Okay.
And then there was the dog that he tortured, too. It was like...
I mean, but when you talk about home life, a guy comes into the home, you say he would spy on you. You would be going to the bathroom or
whatever,
Well, what do you mean, whatever? It's in the book.
Well, it's in the book. Read the book.
No, but I'm interviewing you about your life.
Oh, okay.
It's horrible.
Well, it was tough.
The man would drill a hole in a bathroom.
He didn't. He had a fight with my mother, and he threw her against the bathroom door.
Oh.
And her wedding ring, which I remember when she first got married, she said to me, she showed me her ring and a dress, and I said, Ma, it's not gold. She said, it's platinum. It won't wear out. And
she had high hopes.
Yeah, and then with that same ring, he had fight with her and threw her into the door, and the ring hit the frosted glass window, and it left a crack and a little hole, and that was the hole he would look through.
And you were aware of this?
Well, you have to be careful. Yeah, look, I knew what was going on. I knew this,
So he spied on you, he spied on your brother, and he spied on your sister?
Not my brother. I don't know. My brother was a boy. He didn't say that kind of stuff to my mother, too. He said... the whole threat was he had power and she had none. He would beat up her parents and rape her daughters, and
he would say that.
Yeah, and
so
then
he would threaten your mother.
Yeah, and if she tried to go to the court, he'd drag us on the witness stand and make it look like we were asking for it.
Oh my God! So you had to go testify at...
We never did. She never did. That's how she lived. She never did anything, and then I finally left that day, and my brother...
You left home?
Yeah, my brother, poor Butch, he stayed, and then he learned to get really tough, and when he got big and tough enough, he came home and told him to take a hike. And the funny thing about bullies only like to bully people smaller and with less physical power.
Sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they're really cowards, yeah.
Yeah, well, they've
whatever
probably
that
been beaten up in
person-
life
yeah,
too. I mean,
he
it's a whole
probably-
it's a whole
it's
cycle.
A chain.
goes
It's
over.
called the product of misery. It goes
Right.
on and on. Yeah.
So, do you ever say to your mother at some point, "Wow, how did you not protect us from this fucking
No,
lunatic?"
she did. She used to fight with him. She used to tell us to go in and lock our door. You got to understand, she didn't have her father working for her or any of the relatives working for her. They
Right.
knew what was going on. Nobody was helping her.
Right.
And she was working 14 hours a day.
So I guess anybody being there for her was better than nothing.
Well, there was hardly. And, my aunt had her struggles. And, let me tell you, when everybody talks about that 47%?
Yes.
Well, fuck them, because they don't know what it's like to be that.
It wasn't that your mother was poor because she decided to be a freeloader or something.
She
was
wasn't
having
a
right. She
freeloader.
was having a hard time making it in life.
And she worked hard. And let me tell you
Right.
about the 47%, Howard.
Yes.
They pay taxes. They pay payroll taxes.
Right.
And they probably pay more payroll taxes than that guy who only pays 11%, who's rich as
You're
the
talking
day
about
is
leverage
long.
buyout guys. I mean, they, that's a whole fishy business in itself.
Yeah, but you know what? Or the elderly who paid all their life. Or there's a lot of little sections of that 47% that you'd be shocked about.
It shows a naivete on his part.
No, it shows an arrogance and a lot of stupidity. But the man must be a genius, because they always get these genius people that say the most ridiculous things and say, "Hey, elect me. I'm retarded." No, that's not a good thing, of course.
But
That's,
isn't it amazing, considering your background? You leave home at 17, and
now I'm going to start crying. No,
No,
my makeup. I got to go on CNN.
Yeah, but you leave home at 17 years old, which is a brave thing to do, and
I was packing since 14.
right. You just couldn't wait to get out of the house.
But there was no place to go, Howard. I couldn't get anybody to hire me.
Right, you had no job, but you had to get out of the house because you're living with stepfather from hell.
Well, he was kind of a cross between Freddy Krueger and Don Rickles, because he was really funny, and then he was really scary. So you never knew when.
Do you ever
that
really?
makes it worse because you don't know which way to go.
Do you have a tremendous trust issue with men? I mean, you say in your book at one point.
Now, I went to different therapists, Howard.
And did it help?
Yeah. One guy he whined a lot, but he was really good. And then I realized that it wasn't just him whining in my life. He'd go, "Well, Cindy," and then I had another friend I worked with, rude girl, and she'd be, "Cindy," and then there was Myra that I was working with.
Yeah,
at
but
the time.
Cindy, when you walk in,
see, you got a little melody
Cindy,
there.
when you walk into a therapist's office, you must have tremendous difficulty. I would imagine you need to work with a male therapist to get over your male issues.
No, I worked with another guy who was working on anger, and he used to have you beat pillows with a wooden samurai sword, and you had to do all this physical stuff, and then in the end, he wound up being a comedy writer for Comedy Central. See, I knew when he was having me do all this stuff, it was a little peculiar and funny, and maybe
Your
he was
life is
using this.
bizarre.
It's very bizarre.
And it's bizarre in the sense, too, that I was thinking about
okay.
this.
Listen, it's always a good story if you can live through it.
But there was a period of time in your life, you write in your book, that you even tried not to love men. You wanted to be a lesbian. Like you said, I'm going to will myself to be in a relationship.
That wasn't it. Why? It was because all my best friends
were gay.
Yeah, and I didn't want to lose them. I wanted to be their friend, and I wanted to be like them.
But don't you think it was like, oh, men are disgusting?
I didn't think. I wanted to be. Listen, haven't you ever grown up and have best friends, and then they do something, and you want to be just like them?
Right.
But you're not.
But trying to be gay, I mean, you're not attracted to women.
Well,
I mean, you have to force yourself.
Wow, that's a really great hairdo, and that looks really fabulous. And I love the shoes. What a great.
How far did you go in trying to be a lesbian? Did you live with a woman?
No, I was 15.
Oh, I see. You were that young.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
You tried kissing, and it didn't work for you. You're into guys. And men have been a huge disappointment in your life. You even got so...
I got David Thornton.
I'm talking about before David. David's a great guy, but you talk about in the book how you dated your manager for a long time, this guy.
I loved him.
You loved him.
And he loved me.
And you put him in some of your videos. I remember that.
Well, then maybe that was a big mistake for him, because then people wouldn't take him serious. It was just a way that we could be together. He was my boyfriend before he was my manager.
But when he broke up with you,
I was really depressed.
Depressed? You tried to kill yourself. You were
I didn't.
You were thinking about it.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
But then, honestly, Howard, sitting there with a vodka bottle from Russia, and I took a shot because I can't really drink.
Yes, but can you believe it was so dark in your life? You have so many gifts and talent and
Howard,
good friends.
Wait a minute. It was 1988.
Yes.
Lenny had broken his leg. He wasn't in the studio. The evil Tommy Mottola took over everything. I'm sorry. Gotta say. I mean, it was like the evil empire up there.
But you're critical. You're critical of Tommy.
No, it's not. Why, you his gumbade?
No. I know Tommy, and I know him well.
He's very nice.
But I'm going to ask you.
Unless you're in a business where it's about who's going to be the most powerful. And at that time, I also was stuck with a guy who was a bit of an alcoholic, who we were helping, and then all of a sudden he turned really weird, and I had to finish a record, and I was sick to my stomach, and my relationship with David was gone, Lenny was gone, everybody that made me famous or worked with me and helped me and
was
nurtured
now
me, gone. And now you have knucklehead Smiths up there who are going to try and make me do what Hart did and sound like Hart. So, for somebody who really wanted to own their own path, who changed the way people sounded on the radio, the way people looked, the color of everybody's hair, for them to then turn around and tell me I had to wear jeans and a T-shirt, why, you'd be depressed too.
Well, but if Tommy is trying, I'm not
he
just picking on Tommy.
He was the same. Well, it was him hiring the people.
But yeah, I'm saying, in other words, he's got his money in you. He's got he's backing you. He wants to see you succeed. No, you feel he was against you?
I have no idea. All I know is every time I put something out, they'd say, "Well, there's a memo saying that we're not going to promote you."
I see.
So, it's like, okay, who's that?
Why would they
from?
do that? You mean they didn't believe in the record?
No, because there was a lot of political stuff going on. At that time, Howard, Tommy and Walter were fighting.
Walter
Yetnikoff. He was
Yetnikoff.
trying to get Walter out. So I stuck up for Walter because Walter had helped me at one time. But I had helped Tommy, too. I helped Tommy get the job. I brought them over to my house.
See, but I don't understand something. If I'm a record company guy and I own a record company, I want my artists to do well.
No, they want their artists to do well.
But aren't you their artist?
Not when the guy who signed you is gone. No.
And they don't care anymore? I mean,
they
to me,
have their list. Don't you know that's how corporation? They get rid of all the people, so they put their people in, and now they want a new face. But they wouldn't let me go.
But you know what's funny to me? If I ran a record company, I'd say, I don't care who signed the artist. I got to make money with this record company so my boss doesn't get rid of me.
No.
And so I look at an artist like you.
They didn't care like that. But the Japanese did come to me at one point and say, Cindy, we believe in you. We like your music. Please make a record. We want to promote your music. We like what you do. Because at that point, everybody was telling me they didn't like anything I did. So, here you are, you work, you got an original sound, you did your path. Then you have these other guys come in and tell you, oh, we're changing everything about you. Because to them, it's disposable art, and to you, it's living art.
Well, I think you're right. I think that you have to stay yourself. You have to be true to yourself, because otherwise you become cookie cutter and like everybody else.
Well, the thing about me was I wasn't like everybody else.
That's true.
And that's what made me famous.
The song that made you most famous, I believe, was Girls Just Want to Have Fun, right? Was that the big one?
What did it was, now, Girls Just Want to Have Fun would have gone by the wayside had there not been Time After Time right after it.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun. You
number two.
Number two, and you introduced that song with your whole wrestling connection, WWF at the time.
Because at the time, Howard, radio wasn't playing Girls Just Want to Have Fun. They said, we had a note from the best program director in the country that said they would talk to us and tell us, how we could adjust my career, because Girls Just Want to Have Fun would never be played on Top 40 and is not album radio because I sing too high.
So you wisely, now I understand this WWF connection.
Dave Wolf loved wrestling, and it was his idea, and he said, I have another idea.
I'm going to put
just
you on
need to be
WWF,
exposed, yeah.
and you play Girls Just Want to Have Fun on the WWF.
Friday night, Saturday morning, and Saturday night. He said you'd get 3 hits in a weekend.
He found an alternative way to distribute the music,
Yeah.
not using the radio.
Yeah,
and
we
it
did
paid
cross
off.
promotion, and we had fun.
And so the record starts to sell from the WWF fans. They go, hey, we want to get a copy of this Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And
Well, no, there were people, we had little episodes every once in a while, and that wound up on ET as a news item. And all of a sudden, what we were doing was bleeding over to all these different mediums. And we were having a riot. So we said, okay, now we know what we're doing. And,
right.
And so it was on MTV. It was on news. It was...
I didn't realize the wrestling had such an effect on your career.
Yeah.
Positive, because I was like, why is she doing that? I was already aware of you as an artist. I was like, why is she doing all that wrestling? But that makes sense to me.
Well, I stayed.
You thought outside the box.
Yeah, but I stayed because it was the one place that Dave Wolf and I could still work together as equals, not as just he's your manager.
Where is he now?
He's managing a girl named Beth Hart and a few others, and he's in L.A.
Wasn't that a dumb move, though, for him to not continue to manage you?
We couldn't.
Because why? You were lovers that broke up?
It was too much. Yeah. And
you were madly in love with him.
He was with me, but the problem was, honestly, in the end, I really feel like I was born in this planet to do something larger than myself. And it's not just about having any hit song on the radio. It's about communicating on the radio a song that actually makes people feel either elated or have a deeper sense of their self, like what I did with the story and the sound of all of those songs. None of them were disposable. I was very picky, and I arranged them in a certain way, and what I wrote specifically until I got to A Night to Remember. Then that got a little wishy-washy because I was trying to please the record company, but there was no pleasing them because it was still me.
But True Colors, I mean, not True Colors, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I want to go back to this.
Yeah.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That was a song originally written
by Robert Hazard.
By a guy.
He wrote Escalator of Life. He had a really interesting sound coming out of Philly. There was Robert Hazard, and there was the A's.
Who brought you that song?
Rick Chertoff. Because Lenny, Dave Wolf knew Lenny.
Who's Lenny?
Lenny Pizzi was the man who started Portrait Records, and he signed me. He had worked for Epic. He signed Boston. He worked with...
Is he your savior? Is he the guy who came into your life and figured it all out?
He was the guy, yeah, and he was not like the regular record company guy.
Right.
He was nice. I mean, you thought he was a phony because I kept thinking, this guy, he can't be that nice.
And
but
he was
actually
nice.
Was.
So some men in your life are nice.
Well, I have a lot of nice men in my life, and I have a son and a husband. I live in a guy's house.
Right. And so going back in your life now, I'm going to go backwards again.
All right.
All right. You get out of your parents, your stepfather, you get away from him, you leave at 17. You don't know quite what you're going to do, how you're going to make money. And you tried a bunch of different things, including being a stripper.
I wasn't a stripper.
You were a stripper.
No, I wasn't. I worked as a topless dancer.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, because the strippers they stripped. You went on and you danced and you did I was a performer anyway, so I made up a little story and did a show. You
didn't realize guys just want to see your breasts.
Yeah,
they don't care about a performance.
Well, whatever.
Right, you're an artist. So you would get on stage as a young stripper.
As a topless dancer.
As a topless dancer, and you had routines, and you were putting your...
were different.
Yes, but you were putting...
Where were you topless dancing?
Well... They didn't let you go, I never got to the good places. I would take a bus up to Nyack, and there'd be another girl dancing.
That's awful.
And sometimes this
you
one
were playing
time...
out of town.
And you didn't tell your mother, right? I mean, you just kind of kept that quiet.
At one point I did, and she was a little this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Would they pay you a decent amount of money, probably?
Well, you could make $250 a night, and if
Wow.
you sack some of that away, you could buy a PA system, and that's what I was trying to do.
You're financing your music career.
Yeah.
Right, and that's pretty damn good money back in that day.
Because my band said, you know, you could always do this. You make a lot of money. And sometimes one of them would come and pick me up from the gig if it was close by.
But you said even the men at the topless, but here you are taking off your top and giving them a show, and even the men were rude to you then. They would yell shit out to you, disparaging comments. They'd tell you smelled.
Yeah, that would drive me crazy.
I mean,
then,
that's the worst thing you can
then
say.
You go back and you try again with, this and, all these cleansers and,
It's true.
Oh, my
The
God.
lowest thing you could say to a woman is, "Oh, you smell." I mean, that's such a rude comment.
Well, there's when I was growing up, it was a very sexist time. It always is, but recently, I was at a concert, and it was hip hop and electronic, all kinds, and this African American young woman, beautiful songwriter, I guess, and singer, and she came up to me. She thanked me for my work, and she said, especially in this time of rape music.
Rape music?
Rape music. And I said, what is that? And then all of a sudden I started to think about it. Now think about it. If you're a girl and you're listening to the hip hop and they're talking about your pussy's wet and it's all this assaultive talk.
Yes.
It's rape music for her. For me, I shut it down.
Well, it encourages men to think of women as like disposable.
Well, it's the suits, the heads of the company. They won't put out anything else.
Right.
Ask the young rappers. They'll tell you.
Right.
If you write about sex and drugs and violence, and then that's
then you get play.
But I mean, I focus on men in your life because all of your early experiences, you describe in the book. You went hitchhiking. That's how you got. Everyone back in the day used to hitchhike. One guy wouldn't let you out of the car, and you had to blow him to get out of the car.
Oh my God!
I mean, that's got to be the lowest fucking scary situation. I mean.
Listen, I don't
look
know
how unprotected
how
you were.
I'm alive.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I always had a guardian angel.
Where were you hitchhiking that something horrible like this happened?
I just wanted to get to a job interview because I couldn't get there.
All alone. You decide to stick out the thumb and I'm going to get to someplace.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you get in a car, you're an attractive woman, and boom, bam, boom, the guy's threatening your life, right?
Well, what are you going to do? So I survived. And then I went on the interview. I didn't do too well.
Did you go to the police about what happened, or you just said, hey?
I hitchhiked, so I guess it was my fault.
Oh, come on. Do you believe that?
At that time, yeah.
But do you still believe that it's your fault?
I don't think you're supposed to hitchhike. I think
but you would still, wouldn't you turn him in today?
I've hitchhiked in my life.
Did it happen to you?
And you know what? It's always a bit, you know what happened to me? I was hitchhiking in Arizona with a girl I knew. And these local guys picked us up, and they were into guns. They had guns. And they pull over on the side of the road, and they start firing off their guns into the cactus. You know, they shoot up the cactus. And I'm like, oh, my God, what the fuck is going on here? I didn't know from guns.
And you're with this girl.
And I'm with this girl, and I'm like, and nothing inappropriate or weird happened, but I just remember feeling very unsafe. I mean, the situations we put ourselves in as kids, because we didn't know any better, it was a naivete, it was an innocence.
But now you should know, don't hitch.
Well, I think people do know.
And if somebody does something like that to you, you call the cops.
But don't you come out of this all, Cindy, thinking, God, I didn't have a father who protected me. I didn't have a mother who really protected me. She might have been a nice woman.
No,
okay, listen, I'm not saying anything bad, but she really wasn't there.
Herself. No, she
That's
was
what I'm saying. And you didn't have a strong role model. Your mother didn't stand up.
Well, she tried to put us in a convent. She stood up to him all the time. She got her butt kicked. She put us in a convent for a while to protect us too.
Is your mom still alive?
Yeah, she was in all my videos, Howard.
What do I know?
Well, you should.
But your dad died, your biological father who abandoned you at 5. And you said you feel bad sometimes that you didn't sell out as a recording artist because you would have had a lot more money and you could have afforded at that time to pay for your father's hospital care. Right? You say that in the book.
Well, for all of them. Just to take care of everybody.
Why would you want to take care of this man who left you when you were... I think that's beautiful.
Howard.
What? Tell me. Explain it to me.
It's your father.
Your father who left you when you were 5?
He had a divorce. He left the house.
But why couldn't he visit you?
He did visit
He did?
us.
Was he good to you?
Did he pay
Did you
child
read the book?
support?
Yeah,
Wait
but
a
I'm saying, did he protect you from...
He didn't know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because it was never a good time to tell him. And
So he stayed in your life?
yeah, of course he did.
Okay.
Yeah, he
All
paid
right.
child support.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a lot, but
Right.
you know,
He
who knows
helped
back
out?
then. Yeah.
So you felt bad because if I had more money, I could have taken care of my father.
Well, yeah, my whole family.
I got the sense that you felt unprotected for some reason. When I look at
Well,
this
you know,
situation,
you with people who really can't take care, you know, protect themselves. It's an odd way, you know. I think I'm grateful that I was born into a situation that gave me great insight, because now when I sing or if I write about
you have real
something-
pain.
No, I have real understanding about what real people go through.
But I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you
one-
can't just
it-
dismiss people as the 47%.
Yeah.
That's right. I agree with that. And it just seems the whole thing with men too. I mean, one boyfriend of yours gave you hepatitis. Again, right? Am I right?
They always came with gifts.
Yeah. Now, why do you laugh at that? I mean, it's one horrible story after another.
No, because I was in the hospital, right? And they
Right.
thought I had a dog disease because I worked in the pound. They thought because I cleaned up, you know, when you work in the pound, you clean up the vomit and the poop
Yeah, it's
and
not.
everything.
It's not fun.
Yeah, but it is because the dogs are so loving, and so they thought I had a rare dog disease. And then I heard a nurse talk to another nurse, and she said, "Well, what does she have?" And she said, "She's hepatitis." She said, "How did she get it?" And she said, "She had an affair." And I just felt to myself, all of a sudden, it was like an old movie. I had an affair. It was like Betty Davis. It
Right,
was-
right. Like you were the Scarlet Letter.
Glamorous.
Like no one
No,
had ever
it
had an
was-
affair.
it was- well, I was a kid.
Yeah. I mean, men are horrible. I read this
I
book, I
didn't
Hate
think
Men.
that.
Well, one guy, I think it was the same guy, would tackle you and sit on your chest. And
No, different fella.
A different guy. Another winner. Another
A
winner.
friend. He would fart on my head. It was not.
Oh,
so
my
good.
God.
And he'd say, "Now can you hear?"
Oh no, that was a boyfriend.
Yeah, a boyfriend.
Yeah, he just poor thing.
He would say, "Poor thing." You think he's the poor thing?
Well, you know why? Because I got out and I was able to become who I was meant to become.
Do you ever Facebook these guys? And
No.
are you
Oh,
friends with them on
Why?
Facebook? I don't know. Just curiosity to see what they look like.
No,
I don't know. I mean, it's just horrible. The whole story is
it's.
sad.
I didn't think it was so.
Well,
it's
it's
not
a
like
story of
Cindy
triumph.
Havisham. There's other things in there.
By the way, it's interesting, too, your take on the WWE. I would think that, like, Vince McMahon and his wife would be great friends of yours, but you were disgusted when Vince McMahon's wife ran for office, and you made an excellent point. You said, why would she run for office, a job that essentially is taking care of people, when wrestlers don't even have health insurance?
Well, they don't. They're not taken care of very well. But I mean, listen, it's an entertainment thing, and they hire them as independent contractors. But when you see them, you know, some of them hobbling, and still their love for it. They love it so much,
They love the occupation. They love being entertainers. They love wrestling.
and they love wrestling.
Right.
And that's part for me is sad.
But you're negative about Vince and his wife, I guess.
Was I negative in the book?
No, but you have made the statement that,
I
you know,
said, yeah,
it's
the
unusual.
whole the whatever, the senator
Running for Senate.
thing. Yeah, that's scary. But, you know, listen, I understand the wrestling thing, but when you start to step out and want to run the state, that's frightening.
Well, yeah. So, getting back to this amazing career, time after time, an amazing story. I think that's one of the greatest songs ever, Time After Time. Anne Murray turned that song down.
No. You see, what happens to the facts? You didn't really read the
Give me
book.
the, well, you know, I'm
I know, you're
sketchy.
busy.
What are you
Right.
doing, Howard? You're just making things up.
No, I'm
it-
not.
he's-
Come on. Cindy, what do I don't know
Robin, the
everything.
facts are
I'm a
changed
judge
to
on a
protect
talent
the
show.
ignorant. All right.
Go
No.
ahead. Yeah.
No, he
What
didn't.
are the facts of that?
The facts are, Time After Time was a song that was written for the She's So Unusual album, and True Colors was a song that was pitched to Anne Murray.
Right.
And it was kind of...
So I'm right. Go ahead
actually,
so far.
you said Time After Time
Oh,
was...
okay. I got the name of the song.
That's
I'm sorry.
pretty intense.
Well,
That's
come on.
pretty
Listen,
big.
I'm not living your life. You can correct me.
No, that's a big,
All right, go ahead.
big part that's
Right.
different.
Yes.
And True Colors had come, and my friend Gregory had passed away, and you know, they were my very close friends. So at that age, when you have friends, you think you're gonna live forever, I guess, and be old and sipping mint juleps. Not that I like what that tastes like, but the idea of it at the Pink Hotel somewhere, you know.
Right.
And it didn't happen, so we were very sad. And we had the funeral. I was doing the song, and all of a sudden, I stripped the song down because it was, you know, it was pitched for Anne Murray, so it sounded like country, western, gospel. So I just was working with Peter Wood at the time. Did you ever know Peter?
No.
Well, anyway, he
I don't
was a
know
wonderful
anybody.
keyboard player at that time, and he played with Roger Waters, and you know, anyway.
Right.
So I said, just make the chords that we use. So he kind of did different voicings, and I stripped it down and just sang with the keyboard. And then when I went back into the studio, Lenny was working with me, and I said, you know, I just want the voice to be like when someone's driving in a car, you hear it in your ear like a whisper, and everything in the song has to call to your soul. So I put a drum sound that was kind of an archaic, like an old, sounded like an ancient drum, you know,
right,
call to the soul, and then kind of whisper in their ear, and it was a healing song. So I thought that would be the best way to heal people on a medium that does not have that kind of music on it ever.
Right.
And so, I mean, Girls Just Want to Have Fun kind of healed people too, and it didn't have that kind of sound on it ever either. So I took a chance, and of course the promotion guys were like, "Son, where's the music? Come on, you're killing me," you know.
Right.
But it couldn't take a lot of music, because once it did, when the lyric is that honest and deep and sentimental,
you strip it down.
Yeah, you don't put more sentimentality on top of it or over sing it, because then it becomes sticky and cheesy and schmaltzy.
I feel a lot of music today is schmaltzy.
I think that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah,
that's what they think that's what sells. They kind of undermine the people or underestimate the people.
But maybe it's because the singers aren't as good. Maybe they're afraid to strip down. You know, when you strip down and take away some of that instrumentation and on the effects, suddenly it's all about the voice, you know.
Well, I thought it would be good. It would be an interesting, like, scientific experiment almost, you know, of seeing if you could talk to people's soul. And, you know, you listen to the radio all the time. Why not do a healing thing, something bigger than you? So I tried to make a song. I didn't write it, but I heard in the words something that was bigger.
How many records did you sell? Do you know the figure? I mean, do you keep track of that kind of thing? No. It must be an inordinate amount of records. I mean, huge.
No.
You don't know? You're not curious?
I don't know. I remember when they first came out, it was never good enough. I was never, you know, why aren't you more like Madonna? And I'm not. You know, I didn't want to.
Were you nervous about sales? Did you consider the business side of things?
Oh, my God, yeah, because it had everything to do with our home life. Because if I wasn't successful, that meant my fiancé was not successful, so...
You felt that pressure. You were carrying everyone on your back, so to speak. I mean,
little,
yeah. That's a lot of pressure to go through. That's probably
a lot of pressure on a relationship.
Yeah. Where you feel like, gee, is he here for me? Or if I screw this up, is everyone going to abandon me? Don't you think some of that goes on?
I didn't think about the abandonment thing.
Right.
I just felt about making people unhappy.
Is your favorite song that you do the True Colors?
Oh.
To me, that's my favorite one you do, you know.
Really? I like Sally's Pigeons. I like,
I feel that is your most raw performance.
Oh, it's naked.
Yeah.
It's naked. I like the blues stuff, too, because it was different. I like everything. I don't like to do the same thing over and over, so I don't think about my favorite. It becomes your favorite as you I have a long career.
Yeah, but when you do a concert, there's certain songs you have to do or the audience will walk away pissed.
Oh, come on. I wouldn't do that to them because you need to celebrate. But whatever the style, like when I had all the old blues guys with me,
right?
I did Girls Just Want to Have Fun in a kind of blues funky way because it was fun, really fun.
Right.
And True Colors, I had Charlie Musselwhite play harmonica. And I would sing to that and play a little dulcimer too.
Do you work on your voice still? Do you take any kind of vocal? Did you ever take vocal lessons? You did.
I still study.
You still
with
do.
Katie.
Why do you do that? Because as you get older, you've got to be very careful of that instrument, right?
No, you know what? No, not because as you get older. Because as you work more, when you first start, everything's about your voice. So you go to your vocal lessons, or you do your voice, or you make sure you're not doing promotion and touring at the same time. Everything is about you're a singer.
But is it fatiguing worrying about your voice all the time? Do you constantly do you keep your voice at a very low tone?
No.
You can you go to a game and scream and yell and not worry your voice is going to get
I don't know if
wrecked?
I would want to scream and yell. I went back to Katie after a while because I did The Apprentice. I felt like it really messed up my voice. There was everything like environmental stuff that irritated my throat and too much talking.
But don't you think that's a little bit of lead singer disease? They always talk about lead singer disease, LSD, lead singer disease.
What is that?
That the lead singers are neurotic about their voice. Of course they are. They've got to work.
That's all there is.
But I mean, oh my God, when you say to a non-performer, oh, the environment, it's polluting my voice, it's changing my voice, I can't raise, I need a day of vocal rest, I need 2 days of vocal. Everything revolves around that voice.
Isn't it great? But nowadays it's not. It hasn't been like that. I have, unfortunately, all these things like I have to leave for Chicago tomorrow because I've been writing music for the musical Kinky Boots, and so I write with my voice. And
you're writing that with Harvey Fierstein, right?
Harvey Fierstein wrote the book, and I'm writing the music, and Jerry Mitchell is the director. And now we have this amazing cast. It's
a brilliant story. I know about it. Kinky Boots.
I've seen that movie. It's based on a movie.
Kinky Boots is the story of a guy who has a crappy business. He's a shoe business. He's going out of business, and he figures out he's going to make shoes for transvestites so that they can have big, oversized shoes, sexy heels and things. So it's Kinky Boots.
He finds a niche market that's underserved.
Right. And it's fascinating. And so you wrote the music, and that's going to be a play that I guess eventually will make its way to Broadway, right?
It's going to be at the Hirschfield Theater, and I guess the previews are in March. And right now it's previewing in Chicago, and I'm going to go there tomorrow to still adjust the music. And, because we have these performers, like you write the song, but then you get these wonderful people who, it's like a dress. You can't just put on a dress. You got to have it fitted to you. So, Billy Porter is Lola, and Stark Sands is Charlie, and you have this wonderful supporting cast of people. I tell you.
Hey, will you be in the? You're in the show.
I'm not in.
You're not at all in it at all.
I'm writing.
You just wrote the music.
Yeah.
Big bucks in this kind of thing, or no?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You act like you don't know, but you know.
Are
you a wealthy woman? Are you a very wealthy woman?
No.
You are not. Why is that? You're a recognized name. You're a big star. You were in movies. You made music. You did it all. How are you not a wealthy woman?
Well, I never got the big deals that a lot of people got.
Who are we talking about? Like a Madonna type deal?
Well, no. Like when they were doing those deals where they'd sign a person for multimedia. And I was never, like, no matter what. I think my representation was really bad for a minute. For a while.
But when you had all these when you were top in the charts, don't you go out on tour and then sock it in? Isn't that the plan?
I thought I was, but I wouldn't I wouldn't sell out, and I wouldn't, invest in things that I thought was wrecking the rainforest, and I didn't want.
What do you mean you wouldn't sell out? You mean you wouldn't?
Well, in the beginning, Howard, you didn't accept any kind of sponsorship from a corporation.
Right.
Because if you did, that was kind of...
It wasn't cool.
Yeah. And right after me, everyone sold out.
Went corporate.
Well, the Stones, I remember, then started taking...
corporate.
They
Everyone
went corporate. Very corporate. Corporations started sponsoring a lot of tours. You're right.
Yeah. And then so I said, okay, well, what about if we go to Kodak and ask Kodak if they'd sponsor the True Colors tour, because the song True Colors and all the color we use
ties in.
And they said no. And then afterwards, when my tour was over, they went to Billy Steinberg and Tom Kelly and asked them to use the song, and they must have heard me sing it live because they sang it a cappella.
Right.
So they got a little kid to sing it a cappella live for them, for their commercial.
And you didn't get it?
No.
Ay vey.
No, it was like little things like that all the time. And yeah, does my son say, Ma, what happened?
Does your son understand who you are? How old is your son now?
Oh, he understands. He's 15. He's in the reality show with me and David.
When he,
That's kind of...
Is it hard on your ego when the kid starts in with you? Yeah, I mean, come on, you're a big star.
Can I tell you something? You have kids.
Of course.
Yeah.
No.
Do you, when you walk in the house with your kids, you leave that
You
big
turn it
star
off.
shit outside.
That's right. You try to. You hope it doesn't get involved
No,
because
it
then you're a
doesn't.
disaster. Kids, your big star is home.
I know. You try and forget. The dog doesn't care, I'll tell you that.
Are
much.
you you're really gonna do the reality show thing with
I
your
did
husband?
it.
You did it. And
we're still filming a little.
why open yourself up to that?
I had liked Mark Burnett's People, and I didn't.
After The Apprentice, you liked it.
No, I had signed with him before The Apprentice.
Oh, really?
I had gone
I'm
to
surprised you
him-
did The Apprentice.
Well, because I did it for the True Colors Fund, and it was able to fund the Give a Damn campaign.
Okay.
And I think I helped a lot of people with the Give a Damn campaign with the help of the people that worked with me. But we worked hard to try and help people. But
Was it a positive experience doing The Apprentice? Or did you hate most of the people?
I didn't hate the people, no. I really
You don't get
liked-
along with a lot of people, true? Didn't you meet Bruce Springsteen at some point in your career and it went horribly?
love Bruce
But didn't it go
Springsteen.
terribly? Wasn't the story that you...
I went to a horrible Seder.
You went to a Seder.
It wasn't
A showbiz
just-
Seder.
Yeah, that was bad.
And what happened? Bruce was there.
No, all these people were at this table, and it was so awful. They were the people I could never. I didn't even want to talk. Because what was I going to say?
Wait
There was
a
nobody
second.
to talk to.
Back up. You were invited to Walter Yetnikoff's house.
Yeah, no.
Was it not at Walter's?
No,
Where
it
was
was at this restaurant where they had all these tables, and everybody was going to, what they call it, mishbuka? What does that mean?
Family.
Yeah, so everybody was going to be mishbuka, and we were all supposed to sit there. It was Easter Sunday, and we eating stuff. I don't know.
Now,
The
why were you
pancakes
uncomfortable?
Were good. The potato
If Bruce
pancakes were good.
Springsteen is there...
He wasn't sitting with me, hon.
All right, but he's in the room.
He comes in. I went up to him and his new wife at the time.
Julianne
obviously,
Phillips.
That wasn't going good.
Right.
And I said, oh, my God. I'm so glad you guys are here. It was really rough. I'm sitting at that table. I couldn't talk to anybody. And the women only talk when they're spoken to. And when they do talk, they only talk. They're so fearful. They only talk about their husbands. There's nothing to say to anybody. There's Pia Isadora and her husband who does the female wrestling and thanks me. And you ever watch his show? All he does is the crotch shots. I was like, I can't even, you can't imagine. And she turned around and looked at me. She said, I know what you mean. And then Bruce looked at me and gave me a dirty look. And I'm thinking in my heart sank and broke in a million pieces because I remember Rosalita and making beds when I was a housekeeper.
You thought you had a
singing.
soulmate in Bruce and he would understand you.
And he looked at me like that, and I'm thinking, E2, Bruce?
E2, Bruce.
He's actually...
So in other
I had
words...
met him a time before, and he was really nice. That's why it was so surprising.
In other words, you felt Bruce, out of all the people in the room, would understand the awkwardness and the tension in the room for you.
He's a rocker.
And yet he looked at you like, how
He
dare
left you out
you?
there. Yeah.
He left you out there. He was
Yeah.
like, this woman, I don't know what the fuck she's talking
Yeah,
about.
then I felt like E2, Bruce.
Yeah.
And then, I became
Maybe Bruce thought you were being disrespectful. You should get into the spirit of the thing, try to have some fun, and not turn everything into drama.
There's some really fabulous satyrs, and that wasn't one of them.
Was Bruce wearing a yarmulke?
No.
He was not.
He was in a leather jacket. He was dressed as a rocker.
But he was acting corporate.
I don't know. He was strange. But
You will never work with Jessica Simpson again. After you worked with her on the Divas special, you were...
So you watch Bravo, huh?
Well, come on. Why not? What happened there with Jessica Simpson?
No, she's all right. She's, you know, she's got her
not
own
your
little
type
world.
of person.
She's not my type of talent either.
Did you get along with everyone on The Apprentice show?
I tried.
You didn't, did you?
I love Sharon.
When are you going to learn to play with others? You love
did.
Sharon Osbourne.
I love her.
Well, she's terrific.
And they didn't even afford her. They'd be talking about our business like we weren't there and we didn't know about our business. We knew more about our business than those guys dreamt about.
Because a lot of times men who run the business don't like to hear...
these were women.
Other women?
I wanted to be friends with this one of them because her hair was so awesome.
Yeah.
And the more I tried...
You don't connect well with some people. And listen, that's
tried.
life.
No.
I don't connect so well with people either.
High school never stops. When you think outside the box, it ain't just your clothes. Because I tried to fit in.
Did kids make fun of you in high school?
In high school, a little bit, yeah.
Why, you dressed differently? Were you original?
No, I just, at one point, I checked out.
You checked out?
I couldn't take it. I hated it.
When you were doing your topless dancing, why did you choose the name Carrot?
Carrot Top?
Carrot Top.
Because my hair was red.
I see.
And it didn't matter. You just made up any old name.
I wish I could have seen you topless dance. I would have been honored.
Of course. Don't you have a table at Scores?
I don't have a table at Scores, but I'm going to get one very soon. Is it true Annie Leibovitz shot did a nude photo shoot with you? Where is that? Where can I look that up on the internet?
Oh, I got all of them.
You have them all?
But I don't
you never
know where
released
they are now.
Is that true? Annie says to you, hey, Cindy.
No, I said, because I wanted to make art, and she was such an artist.
She is.
And I thought, we can make art, you know? Like John and Yoko, you know, I wanted to make art.
Right.
And, you know, that didn't.
What happened? You hated the pictures?
No, I didn't. Yeah, it was kind of dopey. She wasn't at her best. And then we did the True Colors album.
Right.
And that was beautiful.
But the nude thing was an attempt.
That was nude.
And so you said to her, Annie, I want these pictures. You give them to me.
Those. No, the record company, the people at the record company just gave them to me.
They did. Because they owned them.
Yeah.
That was nice. Hey, that's nice.
Yeah, you got those under your control.
Yeah, because who the hell, you can't use them for anything.
I want to see those. I want to see what happened when you try to make art. I have a feeling it was too pornographic.
No, it wasn't.
No? Why didn't you like them? You just didn't like the way your body looked?
Yeah, they weren't, it was okay. It wasn't great.
There was no art.
Well, it was trying, but we didn't make...
They didn't achieve art.
Yeah,
they made an attempt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob Dylan, when you met him...
I love Bob Dylan.
I thought you were... I kind of got the vibe maybe you were disappointed because he said to you, you're not one of those bra burners, are you?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, card carrying. But I said, you know, listen, I said, being a woman, I would think I got to be concerned. If I'm not concerned about my civil liberties, who else will be? And he turned around and said, yeah. And I'm thinking, I didn't say anything.
What a conversation.
I didn't. Well, you know why? It was one of, you know, listen, if you think that I got tortured because in your heyday, when you first become famous, everybody's really nice, phony, not phony.
Right.
And then later on, they like to give you the old, you know,
knife in the back.
Knife in the back. And then, you know, everybody goes through it. And maybe they were treating Dylan in those days not like he should have been treated.
But isn't it amazing when you meet some of your, because you're in the position you're in and you're a great artist.
Meet them.
But isn't
Don't
it
meet
amazing?
your heroes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Isn't it amazing when you finally meet your heroes? They're just people. And do you ever say to yourself, how could that guy have written those songs? He's not that deep, and he doesn't seem to have simpatico.
No, he is deep. The problem was when he was growing up, the civil rights movement did not include women. He did not understand that women also needed to be free. And people today still think, well, what's wrong? They got everything. Yeah, you can't get paid the same. You know, there's a glass ceiling. You have to know your place.
But don't you find it amazing that some of the guys who have written some of the greatest love songs and beautiful, insightful lyrics are usually sometimes big assholes, right?
Well, sometimes they were born in the wrong generation.
Is that it? But how can they be so
very forgiving.
How could they be? But Cindy, how could they be so evolved?
They're not.
But how do they come up with those brilliant lyrics if they don't?
Because sometimes the best part of people is in their work. Like Picasso.
Right.
He was a real shit.
He was horrible.
He was a shit?
He was
Picasso?
a shit. He was awful to women.
Was he? How do I know that? I mean, I don't know.
Don't you know your history?
Cindy, look at me. Do I look
know
like
your
I know history? I read comic books my entire life.
But Howard,
what
you're
history do I know?
talking to all these people. You gotta know.
People aren't interested in
He
Picasso.
never talked to
They want to hear
Picasso.
dick jokes. You know that.
Okay.
You
What
would
can
have
I
loved
tell you?
Picasso.
All right. So buy my book, but there's no jokes like that.
All right. So you love... all right. Let's leave it at
But
that.
you should have read the book.
Cindy, listen. I just got in today. I'm going to get the book.
So
now I'm
on.
interested.
I did write you a little inscription.
Did you write the book yourself, or did you use a like a co-writer?
Well, when it says Cyndi Lauper and Jancy Dunn, what do you think?
How involved was Jancy? What was the process?
I didn't want her to. They said, "Well, you'll have a ghostwriter." I said, "The woman's not dead."
She's not a ghost.
So I don't like to take credit for somebody else's work. That ain't my thing.
No, of course
So
not.
did you talk it and
Yeah,
he wrote it?
we did interviews.
Right.
And then when I read it, I realized, oh my God, you know, some of the stuff
Very
she
honest
took,
book.
some of the stuff she took from stuff I had been writing, and a lot of it was interviews. And then I realized, you know, the one thing you didn't tell her, which you said you were never going to say, you may as well explain why you're the way you are. So I wrote about my childhood a little bit, just to give.
You wrote about it a lot.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first 2 chapters. Well,
That's right.
yeah, I wrote that so that people would understand when they said about girls just want to have fun.
Was there a moment when they were vetting the book that they took something out that you wanted in that they took out?
Well, I think my editor was really sensitive. Amy, she was really sensitive about a lot of things.
You mean, in other words, she felt that you had gone too far?
No.
What? So what did she feel?
No, she was editing stuff, but I said, listen, if you're going to edit stuff, you have to have all this other stuff so that it's not just a tell-all book. You don't want to make a tell-all book.
No. You want to
wanna
have some
make something-
insight.
Yeah.
All right, look, let's get to some interesting things here. Cindy's Sally Pigeons and Springsteen's... I see. Oh, what is this?
What?
Cindy, Sally Pigeons, and what is this?
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know. Cyndi Lauper's book, A Memoir, is in stores now.
Yes.
That's it? A memoir.
That's a mark.
Yeah, I didn't want to call it like, you know, a title of a song. I thought that'd be really corny. And
See Cindy, well, don't see her, but the musical Kinky Boots will be something that she wrote, the music.
yeah,
previewing-
yeah, I had partners with that too. With the music.
Harvey Firestein.
No, he didn't write the music.
He
I
wrote
had
the book,
partners
Howard.
in the music.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but he's also your partner in the play. I mean,
Yes,
he wrote the play.
is.
Yeah.
He's the one that I did it because of him.
Right. And usually when he's involved, the thing's a hit, right?
Well, he's a wonderful storyteller.
The show is called Kinky Boots. For tickets, you go to kinkybootsthemusical.com.
Right.
And look for Cindy's reality show, Still So Unusual.
Yeah, I just made him change it to Still So Unusual because I figured beat him to the punch.
You are unusual. You are. You're quirky.
A little
But that's what makes you interesting and creative.
The reality show, did they come up with shtick for you to do, or do you none of that?
I have a busy life, Howard, so I just tell them, come with me.
And you don't turn off the cameras when things get intense? If you have an argument with your husband, David, or you have a...
David is the easiest.
You never argue with him.
Oh, I do, but
Will
it's
the
not
arguments
about...
be on the show?
I don't know. There's no arguments.
Cindy, we want the real thing.
Oh, you do have the real thing.
That's right.
so-
Look for Cindy's reality show, Still So Unusual, on We TV.
We Women's Entertainment.
Everything women.
Not really.
No?
No, that show, the show has a lot of, like, David and Deck just appeared a little bit, and then the network went crazy and said, oh, my God, you know.
Will we see great things like weird things like where you're hitting your kid with a hanger or something like that? Is there anything? Will we see that?
Well, I did the Kentucky Derby, and unfortunately, I dropped the F-bomb, which you could see on YouTube. Well, they didn't tell me it was a live mic.
Oh my God!
And they kept doing. You know how these parades are.
Shame on you.
Yeah.